Friday night.
High school playoff action begins tonight. It's Madisonville-North Hopkins at Greenwood.
It's the Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week. Also brought to you by the Blowout Co., Edmonton State Bank, NCTC powered by Warren RECC, Aqualand Pool and Spa, Toyota of Bowling Green, Morgantown Bank and Trust, and Will Coker, your State Farm agent in Bowling Green.
Madisonville-North Hopkins at Greenwood.
Friday Night Lights
on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
Now, down to the field with Ryan Murphy and Big Hamp.
Well, the Swamp earns its namesake today after showers earlier in the afternoon that have steadily moved through the area. The skies have cleared. The stage is set for the playoffs, the first round of Kentucky high school football here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week as the Greenwood Gators host the Madisonville-North Hopkins Maroons in the first round, and we bring you all the action right here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp alongside Matthew Clark, our producer-director. Megan Geisler up on the roof bringing you all the awesome shots from our game camp, and of course Andy Morgan, our board op back at the station that makes it all possible to get live. It's going to be an exciting game tonight. The Gators coming into tonight's matchup 6-4 after the end of the regular season. The Maroons 8-2 at the conclusion of their regular season, and what's sure to be an exciting matchup here tonight. The Gators looking to hold on to that home field advantage and Hamp what's sure to be a potentially slick conditions here tonight on this turf field.
Oh, yeah. No matter who wins, who loses here, the field is definitely going to be a winner because it's going to have people slipping and sliding all over the place. Sometimes, it's a little different than when I was playing, and the swamp was really the swamp. It was muddy, it was watery, and I loved it. I loved it.
Now, we mentioned that about a couple of teams before getting on the air tonight. There are pretty much every game so far tonight has been on schedule, at least as far as we know, including here at Greenwood. We are still scheduled for that 7 o'clock kickoff here in about 20 minutes. We'll continue to bring you score updates from other games around the region as well, some playing on turf, some well, they're going to be kicking it around in the mud a little bit. But either way, the weather is definitely going to play a factor in a lot of games tonight here in the first round of the playoffs. The Gators set to host the Madisonville-North Hopkins Maroons. We appreciate you for tuning in with us tonight, whether it's over the airwaves or via our live stream on YouTube and Facebook. We'll have all the action right here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network. We'll go ahead and step aside, and when we come back, we'll continue our pregame show, give you our players to watch, starting lineups, and more. All your coverage you can expect on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Welcome you back to the Swamp here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the Seven Mountains Sports Network, as we may have to jump to a break here shortly as the national anthem is set to begin in just a moment. But, Hamp, it's sure to be an exciting matchup tonight. We've talked about these two teams and the records that come into the year, but the records don't necessarily reflect the strength of both these teams. Truthfully, it feels like this game could be either teams to come away with.
Oh, yeah, the records absolutely mean nothing right now, man. Right now it's 0-0 in the record books. We're in the playoffs. Right now it's win or go home, man. You want to make it to as far as you want to go at this present time, man. And the Maroons could take it. The Gators could take it. It's going to be a good game.
And this is a game that arguably could have a lot of that old school gridiron feel, that pound the rock, carry the rock, run it, get it going on the ground, and also with the defense as well. We're going to see a lot of defensive performances stand out more so than usual here tonight. We'll step aside as pregame ceremonies and the national anthem plays, and when we come back, we'll give you our team comparisons and players to watch right here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome back to the Swamp. It's time for postseason high school football here in the state of Kentucky, and we've got all your action right here at Greenwood High School as the Gators set to host the Madisonville-North Hopkins Maroons in the first round of the KHSAA playoffs, and the hopes of both these teams continuing their seasons tonight. And as we bring you back, let's take a look at your team comparisons if you're watching along with our live stream. Looking at both these teams, noticeable comparisons between these two. Madisonville-North Hopkins, the most points scored per game in 5A, but they allow a little over 23 points per game as well. The Gators, they've allowed only 18 points per game so far on their season. So, Hamp, the records really not reflecting the strengths of these teams overall.
Oh, no, the records don't reflect it, but I tell you what, the defenses are definitely going to be the ones to step up this evening, I believe.
Yeah, we look at both these teams defensively, at least especially for the Gators and the Maroons both. They've got top rushing defenses in their class in 5A. The Maroons have one of the top rushing defenses in the state as well. And not only that, they have one of the top rushers in the state in Marquez Hightower, who's sure to make a big impact tonight. The Gators have their own kind of two-legged horse of Davis Cheney. So you're almost going to see the Cheney train versus Tower Power going on here tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting when it comes to the run game because both teams have some great run games, and it's going to take both defenses. It's almost like who's going to stop the running back. That's the object of the game, so I believe the coaches have looked into this and said, hey, look, we both have to stop these running games because both sides have power.
And that leads us into our players to watch for tonight because for Greenwood, it's going to be about stopping the run game in the backfield before it even gets started. Stuart Scott is going to be one to watch tonight to do that. Last week, 9 tackles, 2 for loss, and a sack. But you look at those total season stats as well. 91 total tackles, 11 tackles for loss in that backfield, as well as an interception tallied on the season for Stuart Scott. He's like a heat-seeking missile every single time he's on the offense. We've seen it several times throughout the year. You see him there warming up on your screen. Stuart Scott is going to be one to watch to make an impact for this Gators defense and to stop Marquez Hightower from getting those big runs he's used to making.
Oh, yeah, Stuart Scott's always all over the field, man. You see Stuart Scott's name is mentioned multiple times every time we've watched the game here when we watch Greenwood play. Stuart Scott is definitely one of the keys to watch, as well as a few others here on the Greenwood Gators defense.
Yeah, but there's only one man you could really point out on this Maroons team that really jumps off the page, and that's Marquez Hightower. Just last week, he had 16 rushes, 178 yards, 3 trips to the end zone to go along with that. But you look at those season stats as well. Total yards over 1,700, 26 touchdowns total, 25 of those coming on the ground. Marquez Hightower is just having a season of epic proportions in his senior year.
I don't know if I would want to be in front of him, to be honest with you. If you did, you'd have to run into him, and that's what the defense is going to have to do for the Gators, man. They're going to have to step in front of him, and they're going to have to go at him rather than watch him come at him, because this guy here is a baller.
Well, you could see on your screen there as he was warming up, the helmets have a little bit of like almost a devilish eye type of thing going on the side, and when he's running at you, I don't know, that's kind of almost a scary sight almost. But Hamp, we look at both these teams. We look at keys to the game. Greenwood Gators coming into tonight. This is the 8th season under head coach William Howard. He just tallied and became the winningest head coach in Greenwood High School football history. So he's looking to continue to add to that resume. He was just named District Coach of the Year as well this season, as well as Davis Cheney, who we mentioned is going to be a big impact tonight if he can get going. District Player of the Year as well was Davis Cheney. But for Madisonville-North Hopkins, they got a relatively young head coach, Chris Price, who not too unfamiliar with this area. He hails from Indianapolis, but is a former All-American from Western Kentucky, and he's got these Maroons doing a lot of right things this year.
Yeah, you get somebody like that that's heading up a team like this and turning it into a great program the way he's done it, man, that's exactly what you want, because, again, as part of the keys of the game, it's coming down to the defenses. If the defenses stop the offensive run games, it's going to decide then which quarterback is going to be able to air it out.
Exactly. Which quarterback is going to step up to the plate, both with relatively young quarterbacks. You got Levi Wyatt for the Gators, Alex Richards, the sophomore for Madisonville-North Hopkins, who so far on the season, not having the year he'd want. He's thrown for over 1,200 yards, but 10 interceptions to go along with that, 9 touchdowns. He's basically on that 1-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. But Hamp, exactly like you said, it could come down to a stalemate in the run game and come down to whose quarterback really steps up to the plate.
Oh, yeah. With him not having the season that he's having right now, that's okay. He's had a great running back to rely on, and obviously the offensive line is doing their job because he's got 1,500 yards. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to. I think it might end up coming down to these quarterbacks and what it is that they can do, and if these offensive lines can hold up, because the edge rushers for the Maroons, they're coming.
Yes,
they are coming.
And the front 5 on the offensive line for the Maroons is really going to be one to watch, because they're the ones creating that space for Hightower. When we talk about this matchup, you would think these two teams maybe have met a little bit more often, Hamp, but when you look at the series history, only one other time, and basically nobody who has been with this program, except for Chris Price, ironically. He was an assistant the last time they played in 2014. Man. He's really the only common piece between these two teams as they play here tonight.
Not unless they watched them when they were kids. Back in 2014, August 22nd, Madisonville-North Hopkins wins the first meeting, season opener 13-9. And those little fellas that were out there that are on the field now were little fellas then, and they are definitely looking to get some get back.
They're going to be looking for it tonight. We're almost to kickoff, at least at this point in time, about 7.5 minutes to go. And we mentioned earlier before we went to break that we will continue to give you scoring updates from around the region, not just this game tonight. So, of course, we'll have your live coverage between the Greenwood Gators and the Madisonville-North Hopkins Maroons. We'll also give you scoring updates from just across town between Bowling Green and Graves County. Bowling Green won the games that mattered in their season. That's what you could say. It's not the season they wanted to have, but it's the season where they did what they needed to do in order to continue their postseason hopes as they host Graves County. Davis County will be at Hopkinsville. The winner of that game determines who plays South Warren in what will be South Warren's first game of the postseason, because they got a bye week this week in 6A. So Spartans got a bit of an easy week to – I say easy. You know Brendan Smith's going to have them working double time, given an off week. We'll have score updates from Webster County at Glasgow. Glasgow looking to continue that undefeated run under first-year head coach Jackson Arnett. We'll have Barron County updates at Apollo. We'll have Marion County at Logan County, LaRue County at Union County, Grayson County at Owensboro, and Franklin Simpson at John Hardin. We'll give you all those score updates as well as what it means potentially for their seasons and who those teams will have to play the winner of as they continue tonight. There was plenty of games that actually played last night, Hamp. A couple of those, a lot of those were blowouts. In fact, I think I looked, and I think all but 3 of the games ended in 35-plus point differentials by win percentages. But arguably tonight, Ham, by all these scores and these teams that are matching up tonight that we just listed off, I believe this Greenwood Madisonville-North Hopkins game might be the closest.
Yeah, I think this one might be the closest and definitely the toughest. Again, I keep saying it because I'm a defensive guy, but man, looking at these two defenses, I just know it's going to be a good old slobber knocker. We might end up with a 13-7 game or something like that, the way it's looking, especially on paper.
Yeah.
Again, the edge rushers for the Maroons, they are coming at it. They have a combined of 12, 13 sacks by themselves.
Yeah.
I mean,
just the rushers. Then you add up the entire front four, they got 23.
23.
Just from your front four.
In
That's
total, 32.
Front 7.
Yeah.
And it's like
it's insane.
The numbers are ridiculous.
But the Gators defense, we can't sleep on them, man. They have so many players. You got Roy Bray, you got Casey Coleman, you got Stuart Scott. I mean, we got other players for the Gators who get out there and they ball out.
Yeah. So as we look at your starting lineups tonight, we'll take a look first at the visiting Maroons from Madisonville-North Hopkins. So for the offense, starting at quarterback, number 15, Alex Richards. Your running back, our player to watch, number 2, Marquez Hightower. Also at running back, number 9, Ryder Sandage. At wide receiver, number 6 is Jaden Travis. Also at receiver, number 10, Jeremiah Sharp. And at receiver, number 5, Evan Wilson. For your offensive line, number 55, Brody Hall. Number 63, Marvin Robert. At center, number 57, Gage Kinney. Number 79 at right guard, Caden Vickery. And at right tackle, number 62 is Caden Prince. For the Madisonville-North Hopkins defense, on the edge, number 4, Mark McNary. Number 57 on the line, Gage Kinney. Also on the line, number 70, Lucas Damas. And also on the edge, number 0, DeJean Harvey, the senior. At the linebackers, number 32, Travion Stafford. Number 27, Joseph Gunn. And number 1, Kirk LaGrange, the senior. And in the secondary, at cornerback, number 8, Bryson Shoulders. Also at cornerback, number 5, Evan Wilson. And at safety, number 3, Clayton Gunkel. And number 9, starting on both sides of the ball, Ryder Sandage. And as both teams head out with their captains to center field, the Gators and the Maroons will meet up at that big yellow logo in the middle of a sea of green here at the Swamp for the coin toss. Round 1 of the KHSAA state playoffs set to begin here in the 5A class between the Gators and the Maroons on what's going to be a slick surface tonight on the turf here at Greenwood High School. The Maroons are marching in from the near side of the field. The Gators will be shortly from the far side. Their new athletic facilities in the background as well. They just built a new field house here for the Gators, a new soccer field out back just beyond it as well. New press box on the far side. The side that we're sitting on used to be the home press box, and they got an upgraded side, some nice folded chairs, fans continuing to make their way in. And also, at least since we've been here, Hamp, they're going to have, at what looks like, they're going to debut a new LED light system for the touchdown, similar to Bowling Green High School.
You know what? I just paid attention to it. I looked, I'm like, okay, the lights are green over there. Did they have that the last time? But I don't remember that they did.
According to our producer, Matthew Clark, they did not have the LEDs last time. So they're going to look, at least to us anyway, we're going to see the debut of the LED lights here on the Seven Mountain Sports Network. Still teams at center field for the coin toss. We'll wait to see what the final decision was on the coin toss here. Madisonville-North Hopkins will be set to receive, and the Gators will kick it off to them. So we'll get a chance to see this high-powered offense led by Marquez Hightower on the field first, and how quickly they can adapt to these wet conditions.
Man, it's going to be very interesting to see, and I'm ready to watch it go down.
As both teams head to the sideline, we take a look at your starting lineups for the Greenwood Gators. On the offense, number 17, Levi Wyatt, the senior at running back. Number 1, Nathan Self, the senior. Also at running back, the Cheney train, number 44. That's Davis Cheney, the district player of the year. At wide receiver, number 15 is Max Eisenhower. You see the LED lights flashing here at the Swamp as the Gators set to make their way out onto the field. As we continue with your starting lineups, at tight end, number 16, Griffin Howard, and your offensive line at left tackle, number 62, Blaine Haynes. At left guard, number 79, Jackson Ryder. Under center, number 67, Ben Warwick. At right guard, number 71, Lakenbeck Hader. And at right tackle, number 58, Jackson Haynes for your Greenwood defense. On the edge, number 36, Casey Coleman. On the line, number 52, Grant Turner. Number 53, Bryson Boggs. And on the edge, number 38, Karen Tidwell. And your linebacker room, our player to watch tonight, number 2, Stuart Scott. Number 27, also at linebacker, Roy Bray. And at linebacker, number 56, it's Cooper Hines. In the secondary at quarterback, number 12, Ladarius Porter. Number 24, Ryder Lambert. And at safety, number 3, Treston Bailey Thomas. And number 28, Alex Hagan. Both teams making their way out onto the field. The Gators marching through the tunnel just underneath us as the Maroons set off what looked to be a bunch of smoke clouds, which was kind of cool as they make their way to center field for a pregame prayer with head coach Chris Price. The Gators on their side of the field now as we are just moments away from the beginning of the playoffs. Hamp, can you believe it? We're back where it all began for the start of the postseason.
And I was just thinking of that. I was going to bring that up to you, man. We're right here where we started the year. And, man, this is going to be an exciting one to get things kicked off for the playoffs. We're starting it right here, man, and this is exciting.
Maroons marched in carrying their flag and bearing their logo. They will receive the football first, and we will see for the very first time in our time this season, this Madisonville-North Hopkins offense powered by their senior running back, Marquez Hightower. 1,500 rushing yards on the season, 25 touchdowns on the ground, a little over 150 yards receiving to go along with that, plus that receiving touchdown. Marquez Hightower has had a season that most players dream of for their senior year, and they are led by sophomore quarterback Alex Richards, who may be the deciding factor tonight on both teams. It will be the quarterback. Graham Smothers will kick this one off to the Maroons. Welcome to the postseason here at the Swamp. We are underway. Down to about the 32-yard line is where it's picked up by the Maroons, and the Gators give him no room to breathe. He's stopped in a hurry.
Oh, everybody's hyped already. And so the Gators are ready.
And you know who got that stop? None other than number 2, Stuart Scott.
Should have known. They should have known.
Stuart Scott quick on the stop, our player to watch tonight, already making an impact as he holds the Maroons back at their own 22-yard line. Or actually 26-yard line. First snap of the offensive side, the Maroons wasting no time. They're playing hurry up. Here's the handoff. It's going to be to Hightower as he's stripped up just past the original line of scrimmage.
Ooh, the Gators jumped on that really quick. I thought they tried to strip the ball out of his hands, but he held on tight.
2-yard gain for number 2. That's Marquez Hightower as he gets the rock first. 11 and a half minutes to go in this opening quarter as we are underway in the postseason here at the Swamp. Casey Coleman, on the right edge, trying to put some pressure on the quarterback. This one's pitched off to the right side by Richards. Incomplete. It was intended for Ryder Sandage, and that one just went wide right. You know, Hamp, I would almost believe, too, you think about the difficulty that the wet conditions could present. That ball is probably already picking up moisture and it's becoming difficult for the quarterback to throw.
Oh, yeah, and with it hitting the ground over there, hopefully they switch balls for him because it slid right on through. It's going to be wet.
Looks like a penalty will be issued to Madisonville-North Hopkins. That will send them back about 5 yards, so it'll now be 3rd and 14.
Not the way you want to start.
So first snap of the game was a 2-yard rush by Marquez Hightower, and now it'll be a 3rd and long for the Maroons as this one is called off.
Gets a timeout, man.
Looks like it will be a timeout called by the Maroons just in the nick of time, and they will head to their sideline to hear from head coach Chris Price, who, as I was watching them warm up pregame, Hamp, I don't know that I've seen a head coach on the sideline pregame during warm-ups as energized and making an effort to energize his guys as I did Chris Price when he was down there on the field.
Man, that's the kind of coach you want most of the time. You know, he's more of it seems like a player's coach because he played the game and he played it so long and everything, and he knows what he's doing out there. And, man, what he knows and feels like works for him is by being hype, being the example of showing them that, hey, man, it's time to go. Let's get it started. And, man, he's getting his team under control right now.
This has been Chris Price's 5th season with the program as head coach. He's been with the program since 2009 as an assistant, former offensive lineman. He's no stranger to the Bowling Green area, played offensive lineman for the Hilltoppers just across town, was an All-American for the 2002 season when that Western team won the FCS National Championship under Jack Harbaugh, and now here he is making a difference as head coach of the Maroons. Dropping back is Richards. He pitches it over the top. That one's nearly picked off by Stuart Scott, who had great coverage on Jaden Travis.
Ooh, if the ball wasn't wet, he would have caught it.
Oh, so close was Stuart Scott. You could see him there. Arguably the two biggest plays of this opening drive for the Maroons as they'll be forced to a 4th and 14. It's sent to punt. Here's a replay courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. You could see the pitch from Richards sent across the flat, and I mean, Stuart Scott almost right into his hands. Looked like it would have landed right at the top of his helmet. Just like you said, Hamp, probably that ball was a little too slick for him, and maybe he didn't expect it to land so close.
Yeah, it was right there in his hands too, man. It just kind of flipped out of there.
Noah Mays, the punter and the kicker, will send this ball away. That one goes way up high. It rainbows, and it's going to land at about the 46 and continue to bounce back into Gators territory, and it lands at about the 44-yard line. We'll get the Gators offense for the first time tonight from the 44.
Man, Stuart Scott and 93 were right there pressuring the kicker. They almost got to the ball, but I seen one of them slide so they wouldn't hit him in the leg and get that penalty.
Now we're potentially seeing some of that home field advantage come into play. The offense heading out onto the field for the Gators. Plenty of players hype. You see Parker Lasley out there for the offensive line, who is really amped up for this Gators offense. Here's 1st and 10 for the Gators, first time tonight. Into motion goes Eisenhower. Fakes the handoff. It'll actually go to Cheney, who runs it up the middle, gets past that original line of scrimmage, gains about a yard on the play. It'll make it 2nd and 9. So Davis Cheney, already both these teams going to their number 1 backs. We know it's going to be a game of defense tonight, Hamp, and a game of which offensive line can create the most space, it seems like.
Oh, yeah, and if they can't, it's going to be some trouble. A lot of trouble.
10.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. 2nd and 9 for the Gators after a 1-yard run by Davis Cheney. Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left side. Here's the handoff. This time up the middle again on 2nd down. That run by Nathan Self. And it looks like a gain of 2, a short gain there for Self. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Gators are going up the middle right now. I wonder when they're going to switch and start hitting those screens or going into some options or even a couple of sweeps hitting to the outside. But right now they're stopping everything that's coming up the middle.
Both premier backs for these teams coming off of strong performances, if not their strongest of the season. Last week against Union County, Davis Cheney, 3 touchdowns on the ground and 166 yards. Levi Wyatt also had 2 touchdowns rushing there. So look at the quarterback to maybe try to use his legs some, as he's got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Cheney alongside. Here's the snap. Wyatt surveying, fires downfield. He's got Eisenhower. It's caught inside the 30. He's tripped up at the 20. Eisenhower with a big gain on 3rd down.
There it is, man. We knew they were going to go to the air in a minute.
It's about a 34-yard gain through the air for Max Eisenhower, who has been such a huge difference maker. Take a look at this Toyota Bowling Green lead play. Look at this fire across the middle. No hesitation from the senior quarterback, Levi Wyatt. Knew he was going to have Eisenhower down there in open space. And now 1st and 10 again for the Gators inside the red zone. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff to Self. Again, Wyatt going to air it out back to the right corner. That one overthrown, intended for Eisenhower again. It'll be incomplete.
Now, that could have been the ball being a little wet or anything like that, but that last play, man, he had the defense on their heels. He had them so confused. They were stacked up in the box ready to go, but they didn't let it happen for him.
One player to watch here, look for the tight end, Griffin Howard. If he's not in a blocking assignment, he has been a red zone threat for the Gators this season. Again, they're going to send Eisenhower far to the right side. Cheney's going to line up on the right side of the line, left side of the line as well. They'll have a receiver. Here's the snap. Eisenhower in motion. They're going to hand it off to Self. He's got plenty of space down the right side and forces his way to the 11-yard line. It'll be 3rd down.
Good way to switch it up, not keep it on the run. You switch it up from your locomotive, and then you give it to your bullet train, and you let them go, man. The train station is open.
7-yard gain that time for Nathan Self. Him and Cheney have traded much of the workload throughout the season for the Gators in the run game, and they've been a great pairing so far this season. 3rd and 3. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. They're going to hand it off again to Self, who tries to bounce his way around to get that extra 3 yards for the first down. Think he'll come up just short.
Yeah, the offensive line couldn't create the hole that they wanted. The defense collapsed every bit of that. I think they need to get it to him on the outside or toss it to him on the outside and let him get some room to go.
1 yard gain, and it looks like they're going to try to play some hurry up here on 4th down, potentially to go for it here. 4th and 2. Trying to draw the offsides are the Gators. Levi Wyatt looking off to the sideline. Self to his right hip. Crutcher off to the far right. Here's the snap. Going to hand it off to Self. He tries to shake his way past. He's got the first down and then more into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Nathan Self strikes first for an Edmonton State Bank touchdown with 7.5 minutes to go in the first.
Moving like the game centipede, for those of you old enough to know that game. He moved in between that line just like the game centipede, missing, ducking, and dodging everybody that was trying to hit him.
Inside, Nathan Self found the opening he was looking for his offensive line, and what a gutsy move to go for it on 4th and short. So close to scoring. Nathan Self delivers with a first trip to the end zone. They'll go for the PAT here with Graham Smothers. PAT on the way. That one snapped and up, and it is through the pylons and good. It's a 7-0 lead for the Gators with 7 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the first. It's Nathan Self who strikes first on the board here at the Swamp. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll see if the Maroons can respond right here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Nathan Self scores his 5th touchdown of the season on the ground and breaks 600 yards as well on the year, does he? As the Gators are the first to strike in this matchup here tonight. The Maroons, after having a 3-and-out situation in their first drive as they received the snap to kick off the game, will now have their second opportunity at it. Here's Smothers sending this football back to the Maroons, which lands at about their own 36-yard line, and Gators quick to put a stop to it. A first and 10 for the Maroons from their own, looks like 37.
Yeah, that was a really, really short kick. Allowed the Gators to get right on top of them and not get anywhere.
Seems like that's been the strategy, at least through those first couple of kickoffs. It looks like maybe they're trying to limit the opportunities for them to make those explosive kickoff runs.
Oh, yeah, because you know both of these teams have guys back there that can do it.
Maroons playing some hurry up here with 7.5 minutes to go. They're going to hand it off here again to Hightower, and a quick and strong stop there by the Gators. No gain on the play.
Looked like it might have been Casey Coleman and 93. 93 was out there on the tackle as well, I believe.
Aiden Mbamfu. Apologies if we're saying it wrong. We're going to say it with confidence, though. If it is, I apologize. Great play regardless.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the snap and the handoff for the Maroons. And once again, the Gators stop him in his tracks. No gain on the play for back-to-back runs.
Yeah, this time Bryson Boggs and KC Coleman said, hey, no way you're going to get through this hole. Try something different.
Kirk LaGrange on the run that time for no gain. Will bring up 3rd and 10 for the Maroons. They've only aired it out twice so far, both being incomplete passes. One was a near interception that Stuart Scott would have had himself. Under center, here's the snap. Moving out in motion is Richards. He's looking off to the right side. He's under pressure. Under pressure still to the right side, and he's going to get brought down by plenty of Gators. Their jaws slammed shut, and the Maroons are forced here to another 3 and out.
K-Ron Tidwell was leading the charge on that one.
Ends up in a gain of 1 for the Maroons there by the sophomore quarterback, Alex Richards. But it'll be a 3 and out as it looks like they'll bring out the punt team. Take a look at this replay courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. Lined up under center, sent himself out into motion, but immediately had the pressure was Karen Tidwell, and finishing the job was once again Alden Mbamfu. Great plays by the Gators. And the junior stepping up in a big way. Here for the Gators, this kickoff's going to land at the 34, and Nathan Self scoops it in, and he's going to wave that one off. Gators will start their second offensive drive of the night from there with about 5.5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Hamp, we talked about the difference. The defenses are going to make it so far. The Greenwood Gators have done everything right.
Oh, yeah, the defense for the Greenwood Gators are doing exactly what they knew were going to happen, so they have been on it every time. Anything that comes up the hole, they've been plugging it. So as long as they keep doing that and keep staying on this running back, I think they'll be just fine.
5.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Into motion. Here's the handoff to Davis Cheney, who heads up the left side, and he's brought down quickly by the Maroons on the stop there. Looked like that was number 62, Cadence Price, on the stop. 2-yard gain for Cheney. He's got 3 yards on the night from 2 rushes so far. He'll stay lined up to the left hip of Levi Wyatt. They'll snap it from their own 37. Here's the fake handoff. No, they'll give it to Cheney as he's shaking defenders, heads down the right side, past the 40, nearly to the 45-yard line, and he's brought down to the backfield. But there is a flag thrown in that backfield. This could bring the Gators back. Potentially a holding penalty here for the Gators offensive line. It will be. It's going to be a holding on the Gators. What would have otherwise been just enough or just shy of the first down.
I seen Cesar Ortega. He was kind of throwing his hands up like, what? So it might have been on him. It might have been on him, which he really didn't need to hold or anything like that, because the locomotive got around to the edge and he was gone.
Heading out is Griffin Howard. He'll get a substitution here from Cade Webb, the sophomore. It'll be 2nd and 18 for the Gators now. They'll be snapping it from their own 26. So 2nd and long. They're going to be aiming for the parking lot or the cafeteria. Try to get a first down here. 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cheney into motion to the left side. Flag thrown way out in the secondary. And it'll be a delay of game against the Gators. So maybe a little bit of a late substitution there from Griffin Howard. Just maybe not getting set in time and not noticing the play clock.
When you're doing well, this is what you don't want. You don't want to start doing negative. You got to keep the positives in front of you. They'll get it together.
Going to be out of the shotgun is Levi Wyatt. He'll still have Cheney to his left hip and 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In motion is Wyatt. He's going to fire it downfield. He gets hit late, and that was picked off at the 44-yard line by the Maroons. Madisonville-North Hopkins with the pick.
Ryder Sandridge
with the interception. Gives the Maroons the swing of the momentum. Take a look at this replay courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. You see Wyatt out in motion. He sees the lineman coming at him. He takes the hit, lets it fly, gets it in the right area, but Sandage is the one who ultimately comes away with the INT. That's his 3rd interception of the season as the Maroons head back out with their offense to their own 42-yard line.
Deshaun Harvey had him in his eyes.
Here's 1st and 10. The handoff to Hightower, who's trying to spin and roll his way to a first down, and he gets all the way to the 49.
The momentum could be shifting.
It's like a 6-yard run that time by number 2. It's his best run so far is Hightower, averaging about 155 yards per game is Marquez. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Maroons with the momentum. And off to Hightower. face to face with Stuart Scott and pushes him past the first down.
Tough battle right there. Stuart Scott and Hightower going at it right there on the edge.
Both our players to watch meeting face to face on the line, and it's Hightower who wins that duel as he forces another blowout first down in this first quarter. First quarter coverage brought to you by Aqualand Pool and Spa. Another 1st and 10 here for the Maroons. Here's a snap. Hand it off again. They've got to run up the middle, past the first down marker, all the way to the 30. Goes the Maroons.
Here they go. This is what they were waiting on.
What a run that time by Travion Stafford, it looks like. Set himself up in the backfield alongside Marquez Hightower and caught the Gators off guard. About an 11-yard gain, it looked like, on that play. Lining up under center is the sophomore quarterback Richards, who finds the late handoff to Hightower, and he's brought down in a hurry.
Bryson Boggs seen him coming through the hole, and he stopped him right there in the middle.
Looks like a gain of 2 potentially on the play there for the Maroons. Off the back of Marquez Hightower. 2.5 minutes to go in this first quarter, brought to you by Aqualand Pool and Spa. Lining up under center is Richards. Way down low. He's going to hold on to it, spin out back to Hightower. He's got space down the right side, shakes one defender, meets a wall of Gators, and now he's going to try to wrestle him off. Just past the 25-yard line. Looks like he gets brought down at the Gators' 24 for a solid gain. 4-yard gain there for Hightower. Inside 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Right now the Maroons are saying, you know what we're going to do. See if you can keep stopping us. And if you can't keep stopping us, we're just going to keep doing it.
All it took was a couple of consistent plays for the Maroons to get going. Richards once again lining up under center. Here's the handoff to Hightower again. It comes late. The Gators quick to stop it. That's Roy Bray on the stop. That'll bring up 4th down. No gain that time by Hightower on what was a crucial 3rd down. And with 4th and 3 here, it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field and potentially go for it.
Well, you had, 3 or 4 good runs there, and they're expecting it to happen again.
They'll line up in the shotgun here. Along the right side is Hightower. You got to always keep a safeguard eye on him, as a timeout is going to be called here by the Gators on 4th and 3. 1:05 to go in this first quarter. First quarter coverage brought to you by Aqualand Pool and Spa. Aqualand is family owned and has been serving South Central Kentucky for over 40 years. They specialize in pools, above ground, semi-in-ground, and custom in-ground, plus therapeutic hot tubs, saunas, and cold plunges for year-round comfort. For more information, visit aqualandfun.com. A couple of score updates from end of the first quarters around the region. Barron and Apollo tied at 0-0 at the end of one, and end of one between Franklin Simpson and John Harden. The Wildcats lead 7-0. Those are your brief scoring updates currently from around the region. Gators, of course, leading here 7-0 over the Madisonville-North Hopkins Maroons, though Madisonville-North Hopkins seems to have the momentum at this point in time. 1:05 to go. We appreciate you for tuning in, whether you're watching on our live stream via YouTube or Facebook, listening in to the Point Rocks app or on our Point Rocks website, or, of course, via the radio waves, 102.7, 98.1, and 98.3 The Point. We appreciate you for tuning in here to the 7 Mountain Sports Network for Greenwood High School football and postseason football here on the 7 Mountain Sports Network. The Maroons offense heading back out onto the field. They will be going for it here on 4th and 3. Not looking to leave points on the board, and a chance to keep it close. Trying to draw the offsides in motion was Kirk LaGrange, and they're going to shift it here with 8 seconds to go on the play clock. It looks like they're going to go for the kick. They bring Noah Mays out on the field. And with the late substitutions, they're going to be forced to call a timeout.
Oh, the Gators were set up in a 4-3 defense, and they were ready for a pass. They were ready for a run. And all of a sudden, you just see them just do that switch up. I don't think I've seen that switch up in quite some time.
I think they realized just a fraction of a second too late, because now the Maroons already burned 2 of their timeouts for this first half in just this first quarter, and trailing down this one score. You could see head coach Chris Price walking back to the sideline. He is not looking super pleased with how that ran out. They had about 8 seconds when they started, as Noah Mays left the sideline, there was about 8 seconds on the play clock. I'm not sure they could have got that set in time.
I don't think that was fast. I don't think that was enough time for them to set it up either. It was just, I understood what they were trying to do, and they tried to catch them off guard, but it was a little too late.
Now Gators are back onto the field defensively, and they'll keep Noah Mays on the field as well for this kick attempt. Mays technically one of the top kickers in the state. He is 7 for 8 on the season, 4 field goals, top 5 in the state.
This one here is a 42-yarder, I believe.
About a 42-yard field goal here for Mays. This one's launched, and it is cut wide left. It will not fall with 57 seconds to go in the first quarter. It'll be a turnover on downs. Back to the Gators after the missed field goal.
It looked like it was in to me from this angle, but my angle is a little different than what they have down there on the field, of course. But it looked like it was in to me. But he said it was wide left. It was wide left.
That weather potentially playing a factor. The slick surface of the field potentially faltering the kick there for Noah Mays. Only his second miss for a field goal this season. As you see it there on the replay, clearly wide left of the pylon on what would have put 3 on the board for the Maroons. And here the Gators are on 1st and 10 as they hand it off to Cheney, who had some blocking assistance there for the Gators. Great effort there by Parker Lasley once again with the push. And it'll be a gain of 5. Gain of 5 will make it 2nd down with about 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. Regardless, the Gators will maintain possession unless there is a turnover. 30 seconds to go with the clock winding down in the first. Here's the snap to Wyatt out of the shotgun. He'll hand it off to Cheney, who bounces to the left side, and he's still creating space. Steps over a defender, and he's brought down at the 39-yard line, but that'll be enough for a blowout first down. They'll shift the chains.
The train station is sending out bullet trains, locomotives, and they're just doing it back and forth, man. They're getting the job done right now. This is exactly how the Gators wanted to get this thing going.
About a 9-yard gain there for Cheney and the first down. It'll be 1st and 10, last play of the quarter. Here for Wyatt out of the shotgun. They'll hand it off to Cheney, who heads up the left side once again and creates some space. Bounces off a defender inside the 50-yard line as he will go down at the 48-yard line in Maroons territory, and that will bring an end to the first quarter. They'll flip the field, and the Gators will maintain possession and a brand new set of downs, and we'll see what they can do with it right here when we come back from break on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait. The dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Second quarter set to get underway. It'll be 1st and 10 for the home Greenwood Gators. Second quarter coverage brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Morgantown Bank and Trust serving Bowling Green, Morgantown, and now Beaver Dam. Visit one of our locations today. That's Morgantown Bank and Trust. 1st and 10 for the Gators out of the shotgun. It'll be Levi Wyatt. Now Nathan Self alongside his left hip. A flag is thrown. It looks like it'll be on the Maroons. That flag thrown on the far side of the field. They had just set the ball, and it looks like it'll be a neutral zone infraction against Madisonville-North Hopkins, and that'll put the Gators with an extra 5 yards on this 1st and 10, make it 1st and 5. Start the second quarter. Gators lead 7-0 after one. Once again, out of the shotgun, Three receivers to the right side. They'll hand it off to Self. A little pitch over to Cheney, trying to shake that defensive line. He shakes off three Maroons and gets a yard still on the play, looks like. It'll be 2nd and 4.
One thing you can't do with Cheney is try to hit him in the legs. You can't try to hit him in the legs because he's just going to bounce off of it.
So it'll be a gain of 2, actually, it looks like, for Davis Cheney. Or gain of 1 there for Cheney. 11.5 minutes to go in the second quarter and in the first half. Here's the handoff once again. They'll pitch it to Self, who's got some space up the right side. Shakes the defender. Now open green in front of him, inside the 20, inside the 10, into the end zone. Nathan Self back to the end zone again this game.
Oh, Nelly.
Woo! What a breakaway, Nathan Self. Another Edmonton State Bank touchdown. His 2nd of the night in this first half.
Man, I'm a little shocked here.
Take a look back at this replay courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. Look at the space that was created by Nathan Self. He's running on his toes to get to the end zone. What a run.
Send the locomotive first and then say, hey, everybody, the bullet train's right behind there. Here you go.
PAT on the way for Graham Smothers. It'll make it a 2-score lead for the Gators with 11 minutes to go in this first half. The Gators are determined to hold on to the swamp. And it looks like there may have been a penalty, an offsides, against the Maroons. Yep, it was. It was an offsides call. You saw some of the defenders jump on what would be the right side for the Gators, but their left side. Appeared to be Evan Wilson who jumped off sides there. So you get a little bit more space there for Smothers to make this kick. On the hold will be Will Crutcher. Smothers going to go up for the PATs, 25 for 28 on the season, 2 for 2 for field goals. It's been pretty solid for the Gators on this season. That one's up, and it is good. PAT complete. 2 scores the lead, 14-0 for the Gators with 11:17 to go in this first half. We'll step aside and see if the Maroons can respond right here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
You don't just work here.
You show up and you grow.
And to serve your customers well.
We're not just selling cars, we're selling careers and relationships.
"11 minutes to go in this first half, and it's a 2-score Gators lead. Greenwood up 14-0 over the visiting Madisonville-North Hopkins Maroons in this first round of the KHSAA 5A state playoffs. Here at the Swamp, it's been a slick one here, but it hasn't stopped the Gators from getting on the board twice with Nathan Self, a strong run, about 40 yards or so it looks like, about 43 yards. The run for Nathan Self, his second trip to the end zone tonight. We spend so much time talking about Davis Cheney that we don't talk about the supporting cast, and Nathan Self has certainly been that all year as he tallies his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. The Maroons return it to about their own 30-yard line, and they'll send their offense out from there.
Yeah, as I said before, man, Nathan Self is the bullet train in this train station, man. He gets going, and he's got a lot of speed behind him, especially when he breaks away, gets into open field like he did, and once he gets into the secondary, it's hard to stop him.
1st and 10 for the Maroons here. They've had 2 3-and-outs forced by the Gators in this first half already, but otherwise they've done a great job of continuing to roll the momentum, and that's what they'll look to do here with Hightower, who heads over the left side, and it takes 3 Gators to bring him down after a solid gain nearly to the 40-yard line. It's like an 8-yard run there by Hightower, 7-yard run. Six or seven. 10.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Here's the handoff to Hightower again. He sidesteps his way to the left with a little hit stick, gets a blowout first down, and nearly breaks into Gators territory. He'll get brought down at the Maroons' own 48-yard line.
This is what they were expecting. This is what the Maroons knew that they had, and this is what they're used to, is pounding that ball at the middle, and they're not going to stop it. They've only had, 2 passes on the game so far, and they're just going to keep running it down your throat as much as possible.
I believe they got about 3 pass attempts, all of those incompletions from the sophomore quarterback, Alex Richards. They'll have a QB design keeper here for Richards, who heads up the left sides, and he gets a decent yardage gain there, heads into Gators territory and gets to Greenwood's 45. About a 7-yard gain there on that run by Alex Richards. Richards does have a rushing touchdown on the season, averaging a little over 120 yards passing per game, but we talked about that touchdown to interception ratio. It's something the Maroons will have to clean up in this game and beyond if they hope to continue their run in the postseason. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Here's the handoff again to Hightower, who spins his way past the first down marker and past the 40-yard line. He'll get to the Gators 38. Another first down here for the Maroons. Brought to you by the Blowout Co. Blowout Co. in Bowling Green is your destination for all things homecoming. Blowout, special occasion hair, makeup, and spray tans. More at blowoutco.com. Here's another handoff to Hightower, who pitches his way to the left side, bounced off his own offensive lineman, and is brought down quickly on the far side of the field on the tackle. Looked like it was Beck Smith, the freshman.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I thought that was him.
Beck Smith was there to make the play, a gain of 2. Therefore, number 2 once again. Matches his first snap gain of the game. Under 8.5 minutes to go here in the first half. In motion, QB design keeper again, holding on to it is Richards, who forces his way nearly to that first down marker. He'll get a decent gain and come up just shy. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 1. So a gain of 7 there for Alex Richards, the sophomore quarterback. We've seen 2 QB designed runs on this drive for the Maroons. Inside 8 minutes to go in the half. They'll try to draw the offsides here. Lining up under center now is Richards. He'll hold on to it for a QB sneak right up the middle, and that'll be enough for a Blowout Co. first down as the Maroons shift past to the Gators 27-yard line.
The Gators had 8 in the box on that one there, but there was nothing they could do to stop Hightower from blasting through the hole the way that he did to get that first down.
Almost looked like a tush push.
Kind of looked like it.
A little less push. And here's the handoff again to Hightower, who tries to truck his way past the Gators defenders and gets into the red zone. He came face to face with Beck Smith and Karen Tidwell there on the left side. Looks like a gain of 6 on that play for the for the Maroons. Potentially could be a little bit of a longer gain, but they'll place a little bit of hurry up here. Here's again the handoff to Hightower, but he's stopped in their backfield quickly. That's Karen Tidwell on the stop.
And Cooper Hines was right there with him. They made that stop. They made it look good, boy. If they keep staying on it and keep this run game at bay, because right now, between the quarterback, between Hightower, between I forgot my other man's name. He's running too. They're doing good right now. They just got to keep the momentum going.
Here's the momentum roll, 3rd and 2. Here's the handoff. Again, they try to run it up the middle that time with Ryder Sandage. And it looks like that gain will be of about 2. And it'll bring up 4th down. And I think they're going to bring out the kicking unit here with Noah Mays. So a gain of 2 on that play from Ryder Sandage, the secondary starting running back here, is a little over 340 yards on the season. And no, they're going to go for it here on the snap. They're going to hand it off. They got space into the end zone. Touchdown, Madisonville-North Hopkins. On the sneak and the designed run into the end zone.
Travion Stafford.
Travion Stafford, the senior, gets the Maroons on the board. Take a look at this replay, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green, a 19-yard rushing touchdown for number 32, Travion Stafford. Look at the run into the end zone. Perfectly timed space. Great work by the offensive line. Gets the Maroons on the board to make it a one-score game once again.
The defense had everybody stacked up on the line. The offense shoved everybody to the left. Gave that quick space, that one little bit of space, and that's all he needed. That's all Stafford needed to get through, and, man, there was nobody in the backfield to stop him.
Offensive line play is at a maximum here in the postseason as the PAT by Noah Mays is up and good. 14-7, the lead has been cut for the Gators as the Maroons get on the board with a 19-yard rushing touchdown by the senior Travion Stafford. He gets the Maroons on the board, and now the momentum has shifted with 5:44 to go in the half.
Just a little bit, but that's what they've been doing. They said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to run it, and we're going to run it, and we're going to run it, we're going to run it. Are you going to stop us? Maybe a few times, but not every time. Being consistent. Consistent.
Looking down the stat sheet here from what we have gathered so far in this first half, only 3 times have the Maroons gone for a pass play. All 3 of those have been incompletes. Every other play has been either a net zero, which has only happened 3 times. Every other time has been a positive gain for the Maroons so far. So the run game doing what they want it to do so far.
And that's exactly what they wanted, and this is where the end result, another touchdown.
No negative losses as we take a look at some score updates around the region. Just across town, Bowling Green with Graves County into the first quarter. The Purples lead Graves County 7-0. Into the first quarter, Glasgow Scotties lead Webster County 20-0, and Holy Cross leads Russellville 7-0 after 1. Here's the kickoff return by Mays down in the back corner to Nathan Self, who scoops it in and touches it down and waves it off, and the Gators will pick it up from their own 25. First and 10 for the Gators with 5:43 to go in the half. A little bit of trickery going on for both kickoffs and returns for both of these teams, trying to find those little difference makers. But the Gators not going to let up here as this first half is winding down. Out of the shotgun, here's the handoff to Wyatt as Cheney's got some space down past the 35 and nearly to the 40, where he's tripped up in the secondary by Ryder Sandage. Great effort there on defense to keep Cheney from breaking away, but it'll be enough for a blowout Cope first down.
Ryder, he dove after his ankles, but he couldn't get him, so he reached those arms out there, grabbed that ankle and pulled it a little bit, and he was able to trip him up.
About a 15-yard run there for Davis Cheney. That's his longest of the night. Here's the snap. That one a little high. Handoff again to Cheney, who heads up the middle that time, and he stopped at the 41. Looks like it'll be a 1-yard gain there for Cheney. Similar comparisons to the stat sheet. Let's take a look at that big run there by Davis Cheney. This replay courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. See the fake handoff there. He finds the spot up the A-gap and just tripped up late there by the Maroons. Cheney would have probably made a run there to the end zone. Once again, the handoff to Cheney, who heads up the right side, and he's on a breakaway. He's got green grass in front of him. He's heading down the field past the 40, past the 30, and he's brought down at the 26-yard line. The Cheney train is rolling.
On the move. If it wasn't for Captain Kirk LaGrange, man, slowing him down a little bit, Cheney would have hit the end zone.
Take a look at this replay courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. They went from their own 40 to the Maroons 25. It's about a 35-yard run. That definitely becomes Cheney's longest run of the night. Fresh set of downs. First and 10 for the Gators. Out of the shotgun. Here's the handoff to Cheney. Cheney trying to sidestep his way up the middle, but he's brought down in the backfield. Looks like no gain on that play for the Gators. No gain there for Davis Cheney. He's gotten the rock the last 4 straight plays on this drive. 4 minutes to go in this first half. The Gators would like to keep that 2-score cushion and get themselves back on the board. 3:50 to go in the first half. 14-7 the lead for the Gators. Gators moving from right to left with their home greens. Here's the handoff. to Cheney again. 5th straight time Cheney has held the rock. And he's stopped there in the backfield. Looks like it could be a loss of 1 here. They'll just say no gain rather than a loss. So back-to-back no gains there by Davis Cheney. Actually, it will be a loss of 1, therefore 44. The first negative play by either team in this matchup so far tonight. 3:15 to go in the first half.
The Maroons are definitely closing all the gaps. They're making sure nothing comes up the middle. The problems are the outside. If the Gators stick to the outside, they can make more movement. But right now, going up the middle, not happening.
Every big play for the Gators tonight has come from their bouncing to the outside, their offensive line creating space to either edge. As it looks like the Gators will call their timeout here. They still had 2 left to burn with 2:49 to go in the first half, and they'll take 1 here. Again, on this drive, we have only seen Davis Cheney's hands on the rock. It's been 5 straight plays of Davis Cheney. Started with a 15-yard run, then a 1-yard run. Then Cheney broke off on the 35-yard run from the Gators' own 40 to the 25-yard line for the Maroons. And then there was a run of no gain by Cheney and then a loss of 1 that now puts us in 3rd and 11 with 2:49 to go in this first half. Hamp, what do the Gators have to do here to try to get themselves back to that 2-score buffer?
I think they need to switch it up again on them, trick them again. Like you said, Cheney's had the ball here this whole time in this segment of the game. If they start giving it back to Self again, that'll put them back on alert. They'll have to spread out the defense a little bit more because, again, if Self, it doesn't matter if he gets a small hole in the gap and he gets into the secondary, you can count him almost as good as gone or first down or whatever. I think they need to start switching it up on them again.
When we talk about Self or Cheney, they've got Cesar Ortega in there now at running back, and he's had potential opportunities here on the play action. They're going to send it deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone, and they're going to call it, I think, a touchdown for the Gators. What a pass.
Switching it up. That's all. They switch it up on them. Stop the run, throw it up top.
Levi Wyatt downfield. Can you believe the throw? 31 yards. Look at the catch. Look at the play. We talked about Cesar Ortega as soon as he checked into the game, and what does he do? Eisenhower checks back in and makes himself available for the touchdown, his 2nd of the season.
That's all they had to do, switch up the way they do it. And Greenwood has had the most success through the air today. So them doing what they're doing right now is absolutely a perfect combination to keep them right where they are, which is in the lead.
The second half of the season, Max Eisenhower has been so phenomenal as the PAT is up and good for Graham Smothers. The lead extends to 2 scores once again for the Gators, 21-7. The Gators on top with 2:32 to go in this first half. And what a play, a 31-yard pass from Levi Wyatt to Maxwell Eisenhower, a connection that so far through the second half of the season has been so huge for them. 19 receptions on the year for Eisenhower, 339 yards. He doesn't necessarily jump off the page at only 42 yards per game, but what a difference he's made through the second half of the year, Hamp. We saw it at Barron County, and now we're seeing it here in the postseason.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely stepped up and done what he needed to do because, again, you can't just depend on the run game all the time. Wide receivers have to step up. The line will have to step up. Tight end, if they get it to the tight end, will have to step up. So everybody has to pull this in as a collective. Again, this is a team sport.
And the Maroons, the defense has been so strong. It's just been those subtle, explosive plays, Hamp, that it seems to have made the difference.
Yes. I think once they learn it, they're going to go into the locker room at halftime here in a little bit, and we're going to see a change, I believe. I believe in the second half.
Smothers going to kick this one back. This is his farthest kick, I believe, he's had so far tonight, and returning it to the other team. That one's scooped up, and here come the Maroons past the 35, to the 37. That one was returned by number 36, it looked like, for the Maroons. Do not see a number 36 on the roster.
You still got to score with 2:25. Greenwood gets the ball in the third quarter, and Chris Berman was a swamp, right? Where do I get this?
First and 10 here for the Maroons. Their first of this drive. 2.5 minutes to go. Looking to air it out is Richards. He's going to have to hold on to it, makes a break for it, and he's forced out of bounds with a big hit by Casey Coleman. It's like a 2-yard gain there for the QB keeper. Was forced to make a breakaway for it, and Casey Coleman made him pay.
Oh, yeah, he had plenty of time to throw the ball. It's just the defense had him covered.
Good defense in the secondary by the Gators as here is Richards dropping back again. He pitches it across the middle. First pass completion. That one hauled in by Ryder Sandage of the night.
Slipping on this wet field, man.
That's a 7-yard pass reception. That's the first completion of the night. From 15 to 9, 3rd and 1. Lining up in the shotgun. Here's the snap by Richards. Richards looking back. He's going to fire it across the middle. He's got a man there. It's caught. Gators swarm to him. On the catch was Jaden Travis. So back-to-back pass completions push the Maroons to a first down. Here's a look at that last completion, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. That one caught there by Jaden Travis, who cuts back up the middle and to his left side. Again, Richards trying to avoid the pressure. He's got one behind. That one's knocked out from behind by Casey Coleman. They just could not get the pressure. And it looks like they're going to call that one, I believe, an incomplete off the motion.
Yeah, he had a little time, but, man, I'll tell you what, Casey was on that. Man, he was on him.
2nd and 10 now with 1:11 to go in the first half. Maroons trying to get it back to a one-score game. Maroons firing it downfield. He's got a man down deep. It's overthrown, incomplete by Richards. Will bring up 3rd and 10. Flag is down on the play, right around the position of the offensive line. A little bit of chatter going on amongst the officials. The flag was thrown late, and it will be on the Gators. And it'll be an unsportsmanlike against Greenwood, and what would have otherwise been a huge defensive stop there will otherwise shift the chains for a blowout first down.
Yeah, after that play right there, Casey Coleman and one of the Maroons were talking back and forth, and apparently Casey had to say something a little deep there for him to throw the flag like that.
So talking. Unfortunate for the Gators here. There's the snap, faking the pass, hand off to Hightower. Hightower dragging defenders with him past the 25-yard line. They're going to have to play some hurry up here. 53 seconds to go on the clock, and it's winding down here in the first half. Here's the Maroons. 2nd and 2, passing across the center. That one intended for Travis. It's knocked up incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 2 now.
Kind of bobbled that one a little bit. He had it, but he was trying to see where he was going to go after he caught it.
That incomplete stops the clock with 39 seconds to go in this first half. Maroons with a little time to breathe. They do have a timeout left to burn if they need to do it. If they could get a 3rd down conversion here, it would give them the opportunity. And there will be stoppage on the play. It'll be a timeout called by Greenwood. Their final timeout of the half. So the Gators lead 21-7, but the Maroons have the momentum here, and now they'll have a chance to talk it over, and they still have their own timeout to burn as well.
Oh, yeah, and they switched it up a little faster than I thought. They're putting it through the air, getting a couple of completions, getting some first downs, moving the ball pretty well, doing exactly what I would do, which is no huddle. Get back on the line. Let's go. Let's get down here and get another score and get the momentum going into halftime.
And if anything, almost taking a page out of Greenwood's book on that last scoring drive, spicing it up with a pass play that ended up resulting in that touchdown. And you saw it there. The Maroons now starting to find that rhythm with the pass game. They had a completion from Alex Richards that was hauled in by Ryder Sandage, and also a 6-yard completion by Jaden Travis. As they'll head back out onto the field for 3rd and 2 with 39 seconds to go in this first half. Maroons hoping to keep it a one-score game if they could score. It's currently 21-7 with the Gators out front. Out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right side. Hightower to the right hip. Here's the snap. In motion, under pressure. Stuart Scott swats it away. That one's incomplete.
Stewart was coming like a mad gator boy, trying to get him some food.
Stuart Scott broke through that offensive line around the right side. They moved the motion. They were pushing that line to the right, and Stuart Scott took full advantage and broke around the right side of the line and had a clear path to Alex Richards and ultimately got a hand on the football to knock it out of the way with 35 seconds to go in this first half. It's 4th and 2, and it looks like they may go for it here. 4th and 2, the offense stays on the field with 35 seconds to go in the half. Maroons not leaving any points on the board, trying to draw the offsides. It looks like they got him. They're not going to call it. The officials did not see what could have been an offsides there, or did they? Was there a flag? The timeout called by the Maroons. So they'll call their final timeout of the half, their last to burn. It looks like they may have gotten, if I'm not mistaken, it was on the left side of the O-line for the Maroons, so it would have been the right side of the defense for the Gators. Potentially Bryson Boggs, who we saw that little jump out of, but I don't know that he broke the line of scrimmage. I think it was more so some movement.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to see from here.
Exactly,
honestly.
Exactly. And even if he did jump a little bit, as long as he got back in time,
yeah,
he would have been all right.
There's clearly some motion, though. You saw a lot of motion from the right side of the Gators defense. But it looks like they'll go for the kick here instead. Rather than go for it on 4th and 2, they'll send Noah Mays, the kicker, out onto the field. Missed his first field goal or second field goal of the season earlier. And he'll go for another long one here. From the 30-yard line, about a 40-yarder. That one's up, and it's between the pylons. That's a no-doubter. It is good. Field goal complete for Noah Mays, and it's 21-10. Now the score for the Gators in the lead with about 30 seconds to go in this first half. We take a look at the replay of that kick courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. That one's a no-doubter from the 30. I'd say that one.
From this angle, I could see it.
It's hard to see from the left side. Right side's a little easier. Our positioning's a little better this way.
Oh yeah. That one was absolutely perfect down the middle.
So it'll be 29 seconds to go off this kickoff back to the Gators from the Maroons. Gators will have the football to start the second half, but we've got about 30 seconds, and a lot can happen in 30 seconds of game time in football, as we've come to learn this year on our tour around South Central Kentucky. Some score updates around the region. Owensboro leads Grayson County 35-0 after 1. And at halftime, it's running clock. The Glasgow Scotties lead Webster County 42-0. Looks like the Scotties are marching on to the second round. And if they were to win, the Scotties would play the winner of Union and LaRue. If LaRue was to come away with that, LaRue is a team that the Scotties have beaten pretty decisively. This ball heads up to the backfield by Mays. It's hauled in by Self, and he's going to sweep off to the right side. Heads back a little bit before making his way upfield. Heads up the sideline past the 30, and he's brought down at the 34. But there is a flag thrown down at about the 28-yard line.
He's next to the 10. He's sitting down next to the 10.
We'll see what that'll look like.
He's still sitting.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a block in the back or something like that.
Potentially, it looks like a holding.
Or a hold, yeah.
Yeah, holding on the Gators. So, unfortunate, a decent run there by Nathan Self on the return, and that one will get sent back with about 19 seconds to go in the half, and Gators will look for something explosive or just try to protect the rock here.
And that happened away from the ball. You know, Nathan Self was on the other side of the field when that happened, and so it's those type of plays right there that cause you to lose momentum in a situation where they had momentum a little bit moving forward there.
19 seconds to go in the first half, and it appears to me that the Gators will look to just end this half holding on to the rock and be pleased with this 21-10 lead. They will run out the clock to end this first half as the Gators lead 21-10 with 2 scores by Nathan Self and a 27-yard receiving touchdown through the air by Max Eisenhower. His second of the season put the Gators up 21-10, and responding were the Maroons, who had a field goal by Noah Mays to cut the score and put 10 points there on the board for them. We'll step aside and bring you your halftime coverage. We'll give you a breakdown of the stats and so much more as we preview look at the highlights and preview the second half when we come back right here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait. The dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated. And from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
We know getting your car serviced isn't exactly your favorite thing to do.
That's why we don't treat it like it's just another job.
You want it done fast without cutting corners.
We get it right the first time.
We've got places to be.
So we move like your schedule depends on it, because it does.
Clear communication, no surprises.
Trust goes further than miles.
Toyota of Bowling Green.
We make servicing your vehicle simple.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait. The dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome you back to the Swamp, and it's living up to its name here tonight as the Gators lead 21-10 over the Madisonville-North Hopkins Maroons here in round one of the KHSAA state playoffs here at the Swamp. It's been an exciting one so far. We've seen scoring back and forth on both sides, a defensive battle as well on both sides as we take a look at your offensive stats for both of these teams. So far for the Gators, they've been moving the ball pretty decisively. 205 total yards in just that first half. 144 of those coming on the ground, 61 of those through the air. That's only by 2 pass completions from Levi Wyatt. One of those, actually both of those completions as well, going to Max Eisenhower, who is nearing now, if I'm not mistaken, based on those numbers, has eclipsed 400 total yards on the season and has also gotten his second touchdown of the year as well. So Eisenhower proven to make a difference in this game, and as an option that maybe the Maroons haven't been able to spot as well so far through this first half. But the Maroons have started to find some life, especially towards the end of that second quarter. They got the touchdown, a 19-yard rushing touchdown by Travion Stafford, and 98 rushing yards on the ground so far for the Maroons. Only 13 passing, only 2 pass completions so far for Madisonville-North Hopkins. That amounts to about 111 total yards. 7 first downs for the Maroons, beats Greenwood's 5, and North Hopkins as well with a turnover that resulted, that was off of a 4th down. So those are your stats so far offensively for both of these teams. But Hamp, how is the defense looking stat-wise?
Defenses are going nuts a little bit there, man. Let me tell you, the Gators have been on a tear. The Maroons, they've been doing well themselves. They just gotten caught off guard off a couple of plays that they didn't. I don't think they expected Nathan Self to come in here and just do exactly what Nathan Self does. If you try to stop the locomotive, you know you got the bullet train coming in right behind it, so you can catch that always. And then you got Eisenhower, man, he goes deep. So on the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to start out with the Maroons. Captain Kirk LaGrange is doing his thing, man. He's living up to what it is that he's been doing all year, man. And he's got Ryder Sandage and Travion Stafford, not only on the offensive side of the ball, but on the defensive side of the ball. He's stepped it up as well. On the Greenwood side, you got my man, Stuart Scott. Man, Stuart Scott just doing what Stuart Scott always does. K-Ron Tidwell and K.C. Coleman always coming in and putting pressure up on the quarterback and closing that gap. And I'm going to give Cooper Hines a shout-out and Alden Mbonfu.
I'm
going to say Mbonfu.
Yeah.
Yes. That young man right there, he's just a freshman, and he's looking pretty good right here in the playoffs, man. Hardly ever do you see a freshman playing in the playoffs.
And we haven't really seen him in all the times we've been in the swamp, and he's stepping up to the plate in a big way with this game so far. And we go through and look at some of these highlights. If you're watching with us live, it started off big catch here for the Gators in their first drive of the game. They find Maxwell Eisenhower, Levi Wyatt. That connection has just been money through the second half of the season. That drive ended up resulting in an 11-yard rushing touchdown here by Nathan Self, who bakes, little hit stick back to the right side and finds his way into the end zone for an Edmonton State Bank touchdown. And Madisonville-North Hopkins, they had some momentum heading back the other way. It ended up resulting here the Gators here throwing an interception. Levi Wyatt gets picked off there by Ryder Sandage, and they try to use that to garner some momentum. They march down the field. They go for a long field goal with Noah Mays, and it ends up being cut sharp left. It's incomplete, and the Gators would only continue to run. This huge rushing touchdown, 43 yards, again by Nathan Self. Doesn't matter the distance. Self's going to take it there. Finds the end zone once again, his second Edmonton State Bank touchdown of the game. And then Madisonville-North Hopkins finally gets themselves onto the board. You can see the replay here. Running it into the end zone, Travion Stafford, who just had the perfect bit of space created in that C-gap to the right side that gave him the ability to get into the end zone. And Greenwood, yes, the run game has been the primary source of success for the Gators all season long. But look at this catch. Max Eisenhower, you're built different. I don't know how else to say it. Dude is built different. And then another field goal attempt here. This time it's completed by the Maroons. Noah Mays gets him 10 points, but the Gators still out front, 21-10. Those are your highlights through the scores and the big plays so far through the first half. And the Maroons seem to have a bit of the momentum on their side and could have it heading into the second half, but the Gators will start the second half with the football. It'll be their defense who could decide this momentum shift for either of these teams. Gators lead 21-10 here at halftime. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll take a look at some score updates from around the region, preview this second half, and before you know it, we'll be right back to the action here at the Swamp on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
Welcome you back to our halftime coverage here on the Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week. We're going to give you some score updates from around the region. Here at the Swamp, the Gators lead 21-0 over the Madisonville-North Hopkins Maroons in the first half of the KHSAA 5A state playoffs. Some score updates as well from around the region. Union County leads LaRue County 28-0, so it looks like it'll be Union County facing off against Glasgow in round 2 of the 3A state playoffs. At the half, Apollo leads Barron County 13-7. At the half, Franklin Simpson and John Hardin are tied up 14-14. Owensboro leads mightily over Grayson County 42-0 at the half. And at the half, Bowling Green leads Graves County 21-0. And our most recent score update from Glasgow at halftime, it's a running clock 42-0, the lead for the Scotties over Webster County. So it looks like Glasgow will be playing Union, at least based on the current scores in the second round of the KHSAA 3A state playoffs. And we are here at the Swamp. And not long ago, Hamp, we had the All-Sky team conference lists released as well. And we're going to read some of those off for you here. On the offensive side, for first-team offense, quarterback Camden Page, running back Davis Cheney for Greenwood, also won District Player of the Year. Running back Caden York won first-team offense Player of the Year as well in general for the South Warren Spartans. Head coach Brandon Smith winning Coach of the Year as well for the All-Sky Conference. Running back Trey Graham as well in the first-team offense for Bowling Green. Also at running back Jeremiah Lee for Warren East for first-team offense in the All-Sky Conference. For the offensive line, Malik Ford out of Logan County. Malik Butler out of South Warren, who won Lineman of the Year. Zach Jordan out of Bowling Green, also offensive lineman. And for offensive linemen, your last two, Ben Warwick out of Greenwood and Grayson Billingsley out of Barron County. Your tight end first-team offense is Griffin Howard of Greenwood. Wide receivers for first-team offense, Jake Carter out of South Warren, Travy Barber out of Bowling Green, and Jules Hyde out of Warren Central, and Braden Lightfoot out of Warren East. Your first-team offense athletes are Blake McPherson, Franklin Simpson, and Jackson Smith out of Bowling Green. And your first-team offense kicker is Caden Kirby out of Logan County. Your first-team defense in the All-Sky Conference. Defensive line, you have Jaquez Smith out of South Warren, Malik Coburn out of Bowling Green, Kenyon Coleman out of Greenwood, that's KC Coleman out of Greenwood, Jadis Duncan out of Warren Central, Cooper Parker out of Logan County. Those are your defensive line first-team defense. Your linebackers for first-team defense, Sam Tunks out of Warren East, Montez Trussell out of Bowling Green, Corbin Wells out of Barron County, Stuart Scott out of Greenwood, the heat-seeking Gator Missile, and Jonah Chapman out of Warren Central. For your defensive backs on the first-team defense, Ramon North, that's Ray North for Warren Central, Isaiah Bridges out of South Warren, Jackson Bird out of Barron County, and Drew Jones out of Bowling Green. First-team defense punter is Eddie Chavez out of Allen County, Scottsville, and your specialist, Riley Aller, for out of South Warren. That's your first-team defense and offense for the All-Sky Conference. Congratulations to all those players on their regular season recognition. A lot of those players we're going to see playing in the postseason this year in all their varying classes and regions. And here tonight we saw many of those names, including Davis Cheney, including Griffin Howard. And Davis Cheney continuing to make an impact tonight. Hasn't got on the board with a touchdown, but broke off on a couple of big runs that set them up for those eventual touchdowns.
Oh, yeah, Davis Cheney is a special product down there. He's a special player, man. I love seeing all those names that are on the list there, especially the ones that are around here. The Warren Central young men, man, they've had seasons. You understand what I'm saying? They had seasons where they just, didn't have the players that they want, or didn't have things happen the way that they wanted them. They've had the players, and now they're getting the recognition. And I love just seeing, everyone, Logan County, Barron County, everyone around us, getting the recognition we deserve down here in the South Central Kentucky area.
All teams around South Central Kentucky, it feels, have taken a step up, and they continue to step up in the competitive landscape of Kentucky high school football across the state, and you're seeing that tonight. Madisonville-North Hopkins coming into tonight, and obviously you don't always go by the RPI standings, but Madisonville-North Hopkins coming into tonight in 5A, 7th ranked in the RPI. The Gators are basically double that down the list. 16th in the RPI are the Gators. 6-4 on the season where the Gators coming into tonight. The Maroons 8-2. Their only 2 losses coming, if I'm not mistaken, their most recent was against Owensboro, and loss before that was a close one against Apollo. So 2 what you'd call maybe quality losses for the Maroons. The Gators with those 4. They've had a tough season. They played a couple of out-of-state teams, including a really strong East Robertson, Tennessee team, as well as both the teams head back out onto the field to start their warm-ups here tonight. And, of course, we've got some score updates as well. We know a lot of you out there in the viewing area are Kentucky men's basketball fans, as the Wildcats have a final score from their game against Valparaiso. Matthew Clark's looking at me funny. Valparaiso, is that how you say that? Did I nail it? Oh, look at that. Either way, Wildcats win 107-59. Very strong win there. And Wildcats going to be playing in Louisville on Tuesday. So good momentum shifter, I'm sure, for the Wildcats as they head up to face the Cardinals.
Oh, yeah. They're ready for that. Everybody's ready for that one. That's going to be I don't even know what they call that. What do they call that game?
It's the what is it? I forget what it's called. It's not the Bluegrass Battle, because that's Eastern and Western football. Man, I feel like a fake fan.
They should call it something like along the Looney Tunes signs there, where Tweety Bird's getting chased all the
time. Like it's a wildcat chasing a little cardinal, And then sometimes the cardinal gets giant biceps, like in their logo, and just starts swinging on him.
Sometimes, But there's been a lot of times those cats have been chewing them up.
The Governor's Cup, which that's a football. That's the football game, right? Which I guess it works for both.
Ties in.
Yeah. But I don't know. Sometimes, the Cardinals, they've been pretty solid. Especially, they both got new head coaches. It's a new era for both those teams as well.
I love watching those two play, man.
I live for the Cardinals logo, where it's just the Cardinal with huge biceps. It's
that one's tough.
You ever seen Scooby-Doo 2, the movie?
Yes.
You remember when Scooby and Shaggy drink those drinks and it makes them jacked? Yeah. That's what I imagine happened to the Louisville Cardinal in that logo. He drank some kind of magic thing and got massive muscles.
Said, you will not do it, Sylvester. You will not eat me this time.
Eat me. I'm buff. That's what he goes. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm buff. It's like, okay, Shaggy, calm down.
Just calm down. Calm down.
You don't need to do all that. You're the mascot. Ain't no need to be throwing hands
at all. Grab you a couple of burgers. You and Scoob have a seat.
I'm sure the Maroons are happy there's not an actual gator here anywhere. We're far from some gators, I'm sure. We're pretty far from any kind of alligators here in Kentucky. Second half underway, and we're going to trip this one up and around as the Gators will scoop it up. Looks like, I believe that was Eisenhower who scooped it in. No, that was actually Malik Shello, the freshman, and quick thinking, drops where he stands, and Gators will have the football from their own 43-yard line. So good heads up there by the freshman on the receive there. The Maroons try to bounce the football, maybe go for an onside kick.
Which
there.
I did not expect that coming right out the gate.
I didn't either. Nathan Self lined up along the left hip of Levi White. Out of the shotgun here, 1st and 10 Fakes the handoff and finds Eisenhower in the backfield as he's got some blockers, and up to the 50 is where he's tripped up. Looks like he made it to the 51-yard line. Decent gain there will set him up nicely for second down.
Captain Kirk LaGrange and Ryder both came in and made that stop together, making sure that Eisenhower didn't get it far enough.
8-yard gain on the run there for Eisenhower on the pitch to the backfield from Levi Wyatt. Sets him up for 2nd and 2. Levi Wyatt again out of the shotgun. He'll have 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Here's the snap, a handoff to Cheney, who's slicing and dicing his way. Look at the quick step past the first down marker. Stays in bounds past the 40-yard line before he's forced out.
Man, gave a mean stiff arm. Gave a mean stiff arm to Clayton Gunkel.
My goodness, Davis Cheney. His ability to sidestep and control the rhythm is second to none, it seems like. He's so quick, so smart on his feet. Before you know it, you'll catch him darting in either direction. Here's another handoff to Cheney, heading up the right side. Hits that little hit stick back up the inside to the left, and he's brought down for, this looks like a gain of 3. So 10:45 to go in this third quarter as we're underway now in this second half. It'll be 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard gain for Cheney. Gators will be snapping it from the Maroons 35. Continuing to roll this momentum from a 2-score game. Gators lead 21-10. They're wearing their home greens, dark greens with yellow numbers and white helmets with that G logo on top. Maroons wearing their away whites and their maroon helmets. Here's Levi Wyatt on the QB keeper. He runs it up the middle, gets past the 30. It's like he was brought down at about the 27-yard line. Might be enough for the first down. And it looks like they will mark him. Yep, just enough, I believe, for the first down. Yep, they'll move the chains. Had to look across field. I think he was right on the money.
He looked like
to get that first down.
I know this Maroon defense is set up for the run, but they are so worried about the pass coming up at any moment, just the way their defense is set up.
1st and 10, Eisenhower in motion to the left side. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off again to Cheney, who's shaking off the defenders in the backfield and decides to take it up the middle. Gets past the 25-yard line. Looks like a gain of 1 on the play for Cheney. Maroons fans cheering on their defense here after that gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Gators after a 1-yard gain for Cheney. Cheney still looking to find the end zone tonight. Nathan Self has made 2 trips, and Davis Cheney has not had a game yet, I don't believe, this season, or at least in the last 6 games, where he hasn't had at least 2 touchdowns. Oh, a little bit of a fumble there on the snap. Levi Wyatt escapes the tackle in the backfield. He's off to the races down the right side. He's tackled at the 25-yard line.
Man, they got lucky on that one. Lucky on that one. He bobbled that one trying to get that off.
No gain on that play, and the recovery there by Levi Wyatt. Good heads-up play to not lose yards or even have a fumble recovered there by the Maroons, who have done a great job of that this season. They've got 9 fumbles recovered for 35 yards on the season. 3rd and 8. 8.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Here's Wyatt. He's going to send Cade Webb into motion. Here's Wyatt. He's going to fire it deep down the right side. There's nobody down there to get it in the end zone. Incomplete. Will bring up 4th and 8.
Might have been a miscommunication there because there was absolutely no one but Maroons surrounding that ball right there. He has, again, escaped with it twice.
Will Crutcher,
turnover.
Will Crutcher was the nearest receiver for the Gators, and even then he was on a slant out route to the left and just wasn't really anywhere near it. That one was passed downfield, pretty much right straight ahead of where Levi Wyatt was facing, but the offense for the Gators stays on the field here for 4th and 8. This could be crucial. 8.5 minutes to go in the third. Here's a snap from Wyatt. Dropping back. He's got time to breathe. Pass it across the middle. He's got Eisenhower. It's swatted out of the air by Ryder Sandridge. Incomplete.
Good defense by the Maroons right there. He stayed step for step with the receiver, man, and just when the ball came in, he made that play, put the hand out there instead of going after the interception.
Good physical battle in the secondary. Here's a look at the replay, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. You see Wyatt, he's got time to make the throw. If anything, just slightly underthrown where Sandridge able to swat it away. And that'll be a turnover on downs to the Maroons. They'll have the football at their own, what looks to be 25-yard line. Gators still lead 21-10 with 8:22 to go in the third. Maroons moving from left to right to score. Here's the handoff. Up the middle, it looks like they run with Hightower. And a gain of 3 on the play there for number 2. Cooper Hines on the tackle for the Gators. 8 minutes to go now in this third quarter. Cooper Hines been a big piece of that linebacker room for the Gators this season. They'll hand it off again to Hightower, who's found himself a little hit stick past the 40, trucks his way to the 45 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Oh, that's what Hightower's been waiting on, to get on that outside, come over by the sideline, knock somebody's head off as he makes a first down and more.
Looks like they will get all the way to the 47 from the 28. So about a 19-yard run gain there for Hightower. It's one of his best, if not his best run so far of the night. Here's again another handoff to Hightower. Gators quick to put a stop to that, though. No gain on that play.
Good job on the Gators defense, making him stop and decide which hole he wants to try to go through, but the Gators closed all the holes up and there was nowhere he could go.
Take a look at this replay, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. That 19-yard run by Marquez Hightower. Look at this run here. It'll be 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard run. Looking downfield is Richards. He fires it. Man-to-man, 50-50 ball. It's incomplete, overthrown. Looks like it was intended for Jeremiah Sharp, and he just couldn't come down with it.
Good step-for-step running with the receiver there, made by Ladarius Porter. Porter, step-by-step with the receiver, making sure that he didn't get any opening. That way, if he did catch it, he was right there on him to make the stop, but good defense.
6:58 to go in the third. This second half already flying by. 3rd and 9 on the way. Here's Richards. Steps up in the pocket, and he's going to get brought down. The Gators on the tackle in the backfield. No gain. Richards ends up pushing his way forward back to the original point of the snap. And Casey Coleman helping Richards back to his feet. A little bit of an entanglement there. Looked like a game of Twister at one point.
And it did. It definitely did. But good job by the defense right there, because quarterback slipped. Richards slipped on him. If he wouldn't have slipped, caught himself, got back up, tried to get the ball off, but there was nothing he could do at that time. Gators were closed in.
Inside 6.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Noah Mays out there to punt it away. 4th and 9. Here's the snap. Mays going for the punt. Nearly gets blocked, but he gets it off in time. Self scoops it up at the 15, and they'll wave off the reception there, does Nathan Self. And the Gators offense will head back out onto the field with 6:03 to go here in the third. And as they do, we'll step aside briefly here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family. Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome you back. It was a short gain of 1 on the run for Nathan Self. That's all you missed here on our coverage, as it'll now be 2nd and 9 for the Gators. Back in their own territory, I believe, Hamp, this is maybe the worst field position the Gators have started with all night on an offensive drive.
The whole game, this is as far back as they've been on their side of the field.
5.5 minutes to go here in the third. Levi Wyatt lining up out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Here's the handoff to Self, who's tackled in the backfield quickly. No gain on that play. Good defense by the Maroons.
The Maroons see what Self can do, and so they're trying to self-contain him right now, making sure that he doesn't go anywhere.
Trying to shift out the system is head coach Will Howard. You're seeing that rotation of Davis Cheney and Nathan Self in the backfield. Currently it's Self. Cheney basically acting as a blocking back there on the right side of the line. Inside 5 minutes to go here. In motion is Eisenhower to the left. Here's the handoff, the pitch, back inside to Cheney. And he heads up the middle, and he's got breathing room, drags a defender with him, tries to shake him off his leg, gets past the 30, and that's good enough for a blowout first down. Strong effort there by the Cheney train, who was dragging some extra cargo.
Man, tell you can't grab him by his leg. He's going to drag you every single time. You have to square up on him, put your helmet right where the ball is, and go for a basic tackle.
Look at this replay quickly, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. They run it from the 15 and get to about the 31, so call that about a 16-yard gain there for Davis Cheney. Levi White going to hold on to the ball here, pitches it across the top to Will Crutcher. That one slightly overthrown, incomplete.
I don't know. I think if Will would have taken a couple of extra steps, he might have gotten that ball, but I think he was fearing what was about to happen if he had caught it, because he did have a defender right on him. He could have caught it, but if he'd have caught it, could have been a fumble.
4.5 minutes to go now. Clock is stopped after that incomplete. Gators still lead 21-10. 2nd and 10 on the way after the incomplete. Cheney now on the left hip. In motion is Cesar Ortega to the right side. He'll act as the blocking back now. Here's the handoff to Cheney. He'll head up the right side with assistance there on the block. He'll get past the 40-yard line and goes down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 9, it looks like, on that play for Cheney. The lead back on the season, one District Player of the Year in the All-Sky Conference. It'll be 3rd and 2 with 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 3rd and 2 on the way. Do they stick with Cheney? It looks like they may go for the Wildcat direct snap here. Wildcat formation on the direct snap to Davis Cheney, 3rd and 2. We've seen this a dozen times before all season. Here's the snap. Cheney, he's got space up the left side and more. And he gets stripped up down at the 50. It'll be enough for a blowout first down.
The defensive line had everybody stacked in the box. Cheney was able to step out there and get away.
Faking him out on the run up the middle for Cheney. Ends up in an 8-yard gain there for 44, and the Gators gets him to the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 again here for the Gators set up. They lead 21-10 and momentum on their side. Here's Levi Wyatt trying to get the Maroons off sides. 15 seconds on the play clock. Wyatt looking like he's calling an audible. Here's the handoff to Cheney. Cheney looks to spin to his right side, but the Maroons spin him around back the other way. On the tackle was Kirk LaGrange.
Captain Kirk taking lead of the defense and said, hey, guys, we got to make a stop here. This man is making a move on us. So he hits that gap, right through the same one that Cheney was trying to come through.
Loss of 1 there for Cheney. One other time has Cheney had a loss of 1, and the very next play was the 27-yard passing touchdown to Max Eisenhower. Does Coach Howard maybe spice things up and go for a pass play here? 2:45 to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 11. After a loss of 1, they're going to stick with Cheney. Cheney up the right side. Space to breathe. He's tripped up at the. It's like a gain of about 5.
LaGrange is stepping out there on the outside, and I think he's just keying in on Locomotive 44 Cheney right now, man. He's making sure that he doesn't move anywhere.
2:15 to go in this third quarter. 3rd and 7, and it's a crucial one, as the Gators will snap it from the Maroons' 47-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Wide out of the shotgun. Here's the handoff. No, fakes it to Cheney. That one sent over the top. It's nearly hauled in. Griffin Howard. What a play that could have been, but it's incomplete. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it was a great retry, though, you know. It tipped his fingers, and it just kind of moved out of the way. Man, he almost caught it.
Take a look at this replay, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. Look at this. Wyatt just getting tipped in the secondary there by LaGrange, and Griffin Howard still somehow almost managed to hold on to that football. He was just, I think, maybe a half a step downfield, and that prevented him from hauling it in. Here's Davis Cheney on the low snap for the punt. It's going to bounce at the 20 and continue to roll. It may go to the end zone. Oh, so close. It'll be a touchback. The Gators almost got there in time to trap the Maroons at their own 1.
Centimeters. I'm not even going to give them inches. Centimeters.
Man, it was close. We're going to take a look at it again here. I mean, back-to-back replays of stuff that was so close for the Gators here. Look at the punt from Cheney. Downfield it goes. It bounces first at the 20. Continues to bounce. You see the first person to get there. Oh, my goodness. Cesar Ortega almost got it. He was he got a finger on it right as it rolled across the end zone marker. So close.
Got to be quicker than that.
1st and 10, 1:57 to go in the third. Here's the pitch off to the right side to Hightower. Stopped quickly in the backfield. Stewart Scott, the heat-seeking missile.
Man, he was on him right there in the backfield, ready to get him.
1:45 to go now in the third quarter. Clock still running. It's a loss of 2 on the run there for Hightower. 2nd and 12, it'll be on the way. The Maroons snapping it from their own 18. 1:30 to go in the quarter. Here's the pitch off to the right. That's Sharp. Sharp with space down the right side. He steps out of bounds and comes up just shy of the first down. Looks like a gain of about 7. Gain of 7 on the play there for Jeremiah Sharp, the sophomore. He's had a couple of trips to the end zone this year. The leading receiver looks like it was actually a gain of 5 there for Sharp. Looks like he got a little bit farther, but they'll count him a couple of yards back. 20 seconds to go on the play clock. 1:24 in the quarter. 21-10, the Gators lead. Maroons trying to find some life, and a stoppage of play as the Gators call a timeout. Maybe to ice the play a little bit there by the defense.
Oh, yeah, the momentum was definitely moving along for the Maroons, and they were actually making some leadway there.
Gators call their first timeout of the half with 1:24 to go in the quarter. And they lead 21-10 here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week. We'll give you some score updates from around the region. Our most recent ones, our most recent new one actually, halftime Holy Cross leads Russellville 21-13 at the half. That's our most recent score update. Again, if you're just tuning in with us, some other scores from around the region. Half between Union and LaRue. Union leads 28-0 over LaRue County. Half between Apollo and Barron. It's Apollo that leads 13-7, and our most recent update, Scotty's Glasgow lead Webster County 42-0 at the half in running clock. 2 punt return touchdowns in that game as well. 1:23 to go. Here's the snap and the handoff out of the timeout to Hightower, who is stopped quickly, but got a decent gain there up to about the 27-yard line, it looks like. It's like a gain of 3.
Hightower's big enough and strong enough with this much space right here. And then they've done it before already on 4th down, sending Hightower right up there in the gut to get that first down.
And they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They've got Richards under center. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to Hightower, who will run it up the middle. And I think the Gators may have got the stop here. It's close, but the Gators may have got the stop just shy of the first. Officials are reviewing it. They're going to mark it down. It's near the 30-yard line, but I believe the first down is at the 32. And no, it'll be the first down. It'll shift the chains for the Maroons just enough. Take a look at the play here on the run, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. That one up the middle. Man, the Gators were so confident they got that stop, and they're already on the hurry up here. A run again that time by Travion Stafford. He's got the only touchdown so far of the night for the Maroons. Was a 19-yard run. He's now set in the backfield. 18 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Maroons are going to have one try to get off a play. Richards under center. 10 seconds to go. In motion to the left. 6 seconds to go. Handoff here to Hightower. No. Stafford in the backfield. And the Gators stuff him quickly. And that will end the third quarter. Frustration on this side of the field as the third quarter comes to an end for the Maroons, and the Gators stay out front 21-10 to end this third quarter. And we'll take ourselves a break. When we come back, we'll have your fourth quarter coverage right here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
You don't just work here.
You show up and you grow.
And to serve your customers well.
We're not just selling cars, we're selling careers and relationships.
Richards pitching it off to the right side. That one's swatted out of the air by Tristan Bailey Thomas. Incomplete, will bring up 4th down.
This Gators defense is putting it on right now. They're making sure to secure themselves a win. They have to play at the pace that they are playing right now.
Start of the 4th quarter, and it's a big 3rd down stop for Tristan Bailey Thomas, who swats that pass out of the air. Alex Richards looking off to his right side and can't get the ball to fall. Intended for Jeremiah Sharp on the far side of the field. 11:56 to go in this 4th and final quarter with the Gators out front 21-10. Here's the Maroons on the snap, going for it here on 4th down. Richards looking downfield. He's going to send it deep. He's got a man there on the reception. It's caught. Evan Wilson inside the 30-yard line. It's complete. Maroons march downfield to start the 4th quarter.
Looks like they're going for the hurry-up offense right now, trying to keep it going.
That was such a long play. I don't even know how long it was. All the way to the 24 or the 23 in Gators territory from their own 32, it looks like.
Definitely caught them on guard. Gators were looking for a run.
11:30 to go here in the 4th and final quarter. Maroons playing hurry up. Here's the snap. Handoff to Hightower. Heads up the left side. Nearly breaks the tackle there initially by Tristan Bailey Thomas. But a second one there. Casey Coleman is enough to stop him, but not after a gain of what looks about 5.
The Maroons are on their way, man. The Gators, they had a stop there, but they were looking for that run is what they were looking for, and they caught them off guard with that pass.
Gain of 6 by Marquez Hightower. 11 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Here's the QB keeper. Running up the middle is Richards. Gators meet him past the 1st down marker. And it looks like they'll come up either just shy or just enough for the 1st down. I think that will be enough for 1st and 11, 1st and 10, and it will be. That'll shift the chains for a blowout Cove 1st down. That'll put the Maroons at the Gators 11, so they could even have a chance to get another 1st down here. 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's a snap. Hand off to Stafford. He's got space. Trucking several Gators into the end zone. Touchdown, Madisonville-North Hopkins. They get back within a score.
Stafford is a big fella. He's a bus. He reminds me of the bus going through there.
Look at this replay, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. Stafford gets the handoff, loses one in the backfield, loses one past the line, and drags another into the end zone for the Edmonton State Bank touchdown. Maroons add 6.
That's Jerome Bettis right there is who he is.
And it looks here they're going to go for 2. Here's the handoff again to Stafford. Trying to punch his way into the end zone for 2. And he got it. 2 points on the board for the Maroons. 21-18 the score with the Gators out front. But the Maroons are back within 3.
Momentum is moving their way right now. The Gators have got to step it up. Now the Maroons will come in here, and we'll see what's going to happen, because if they look up, Greenwood have another score on just that quick.
Good coverage there for the Gators. You're hearing a lot of racket up here, a lot of excitement for the Maroons, especially from the coaching staff. 10:19 to go here in the 4th quarter. 21-18 the lead for the Gators. Only by 3 now after the successful 11-yard touchdown by Travion Stafford, the 11-yard run, and then the completed 2-point conversion also by Stafford there.
Greenwood set up as if they're waiting for the onside kick.
They're probably anticipating it here as the Maroons went for it last time. No, this time they'll send it out deep. Nathan Self back there to receive, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at the 26-yard line with the flag thrown there as it bounces. That last play as well, or that last drive for Madisonville-North Hopkins, there was a 42-yard pass in there from Alex Richards to Evan Wilson. Take a look at the replay here. This is from that last drive. Richards to Wilson. Caught there at the 25-yard line. And Evan Wilson just, I think, got tripped up a little bit on the slickness of the turf. Otherwise, he would have been long gone. 10:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Levi Wyatt in the offense for the Gators back out on the field. 1st and 10. There's a handoff to Cheney. To the left side. Past some blockers. And a little bit of assistance gets him past the 40-yard line. Gain of 7 there on the play for Davis Cheney. 10 minutes to go now in this fourth quarter, 21-18. The lead still for the Gators. They lead by 3, but the momentum is on the side of the Maroons. 2nd and 4. Maroon side has never had this much energy all game long. They are feeling the momentum shift for their team. Cheney on the run again, and he'll come up a yard shy. Gain of 3.
This Maroon defense, they're all lined up. Everything's set up for run. They're looking for a run every single time the Gators are on the field. Right now, the Maroons have been in more of a 4-4-3 type of defense, set up for everything that comes up the middle.
3rd and 2 on the way. 9:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Gators trying to run as much clock off as they can. 15 on the play clock. They got a direct snap in the Wildcat. Set up to Cheney. Cheney to the right side. Breaks the space. He's got it past the 50, and he's tackled at the 48 Maroons territory. That'll shift the chains for a Blanco first down.
When Cheney gets low like he does, it's hard to stop him. Like it's like he balls up into a bowling ball and just starts going. That's the way it looked right then when he got through that through the first part of the line and got into the secondary.
It's like the front of the Polar Express. It's got that like real sharp nose, that can cut through the ice and stuff like it does in the movie. That's what Davis Cheney's got going on. And it looks like they're set up again in the Wildcat on 1st and 10. Here's Cheney. 1st and 10 on the way on the direct snap. Heads off to the right side. He's got some space there. The blockers and quick on the tackle. I think that was Kirk LaGrange again. There's a reason he leads this team in tackles. He's almost always the first one on the read for the defense. Gain of 3 there for Cheney. That run. 2nd and 7 now on the way. Again, they're going to stick with this direct snap Wildcat system. 2:44. Levi Wyatt is standing on the sidelines just behind head coach William Howard on the far side of the field. 8 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. They're just going to try to run the clock here. 2nd and 7. Here's the snap. Cheney to the left side this time. He gets sent back and backwards, but short gain there. Looks like a gain of 1 there for Cheney. Will bring up 3rd down at 6.
Yeah, this defense is definitely keying in on Cheney at the moment.
3rd and 5, it looks like from here. Gain of 2 it was on that play by Cheney before forward progress was stopped. And the clock is still running. 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go. The Gators have run off over a minute and a half of time here on this drive. 3rd and 5 on the way for the Gators. Levi Wyatt back on the field. Here's the snap. Cheney on the left hip. They're going to do a side pitch. That one bounce off the line. And the Maroons stuff it out on 3rd down and force a 4th. It was Cesar Ortega who got the secondary pitch to Davis Cheney. It looks like there's a penalty, I think, on potentially somewhere. Sounds like it might be on the Gators. And it was after the play here. Could be a potential, another unsportsmanlike. We saw that earlier. It looks like it will be on the Gators.
This will definitely equal a punt.
And we saw that earlier again. Another unsportsmanlike was called earlier on Casey Coleman after the play. on what would have been a good defensive stop, and now here another unsportsmanlike has halted the Gators and has now forced them back on 4th down. It'll be 4th and 20, and they bring Cheney out to punt. A subtle fog descends on the field as Cheney punts the football. It nearly gets blocked. It's going to continue to bounce. It gets scooped up by Sandage and the Maroons, and he's going to try to make his way back. Stuart Scott, shoulder-to-shoulder contact, drags him back to the 10. And it looks like the football came out last minute, but no, they're going to say that Sandage was out of bounds at the 11-yard line in their own territory. Take a look at this replay courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. Look how close that was to getting blocked. Sandage was back there to receive and decides to make a break for it. He gets to the 19, but comes shoulder-to-shoulder tough with Stuart Scott. And you see the ball come out as he goes out of bounds. They're going to say that was the end of the progress there. They're going to call him down at, I believe, the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 with the Maroons buried deep in their own territory.
One thing I love about Stuart Scott is he doesn't stop. Gave that shoulder tackle, didn't knock him down, but he went after it anyway.
6:48 to go. They'll go with a run play here up the middle. And sent backwards is, I believe, Hightower. No gain on that play. Actually, looks like a gain of 1. Should bring up 2nd and 9. 6.5 minutes to go here. The ball is in the Maroons' hands. Fog continues to descend here on the Swamp.
Halloween was last weekend.
Here's the snap again. They hand it off in the backfield for another run play. Stops them again, do the Gators. And again, that was Hightower on the run for, looked like possibly a gain of 2.
Both of these teams running the ball rather than passing it. I understand why Greenwood wouldn't pass it right now, but I don't with the Maroons at the moment. 6 minutes left.
3rd and 8. 1-yard run that last time by Hightower. Passing it here off to the right side, and quickly on the stop. You already know who it is. Stuart Scott locking him down.
I'm glad you can see it through that fog because there is a strange patch right there on that side of the field between the 20 and the 10.
No gain, and that stop. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this 4th and final quarter, and it was a 3rd down stop the Gators so desperately needed as they force 4th and 8. Clock still winding down as well. 5 minutes and 8 seconds left in this regulation. Might potentially go for a fake punt here of some kind, or no, they're going to choose to punt it away from their own 2-yard line. This one's going to rainbow shot up and land at the 48. They're going to let it bounce, and it lands at the 39-yard line. With 4:46 to go in regulation, the Gators offense will head onto the field from their own 39. And they lead by 3, 21-18. The Gators still hold on to it. What a crucial 3rd down stop that was for Greenwood.
Oh, that was absolutely great stop for Greenwood. Both defenses made great stops on both sides of the ball right then. Too bad the Maroons just didn't take advantage of that, of having the momentum, making that stop. Now Greenwood's got a chance to go down the field, make another touchdown, and then try to run the clock down. They're going to try to run that time down.
4:46 to go. The clock is stopped. It'll start going here off the snap. 1st and 10, hand off to Self. Self, hit stick, left, now back right, now back up the middle, past the 45 to the 48-yard line for number 1.
Telling y'all, if you ever seen the game Centipede, if you haven't, go look it up on YouTube. And I swear to you, it will have Self as the centipede. He is ducking and dodging and moving in between the numbers and like making people just miss right there up on him, close up on him.
9-yard gain. Actually, no, it'll say it's 10 yards, and it's good enough to move the chains for a blowout first down here. So 10 yards to run for Nathan Self, and the clock is still winding down. 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go in regulation. Self on the right hip. Wyatt with 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Cheney's there to block on the left side of the line. Inside 4 minutes to go now. 5 seconds on the play clock. 1st and 10. Here's a snap again to Self with a hit stick past the 45 in Maroons territory. He'll get brought down back-to-back 10-yard runs for Nathan Self and back-to-back first downs. Self in clutch time, showing up when it matters. No, they'll say it's a 9-yard gain, actually. They take it back. 9 yards, 2nd and 1. Inside 3.5 minutes to go. Season on the line for the Maroons. You can feel what it means. The fog's descending. The chances of a run through the playoffs disappearing in the fog for the Maroons. But they still have a chance. 2nd and 1, the Gators with 3 minutes in regulation. Here's the handoff to Cheney. He heads off to the left side. He's stopped quickly from that point of snap. It looks like it'll be no gain, and a timeout will be called, it looks like, by the Maroons. And they'll head back to their sideline. That's their second timeout of or first timeout here of the half, with 2:58 to go here in the fourth quarter. And 2:58 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd and 2 for the Gators. Let's take a look at this run from this drive by Nathan Self. They needed first downs. That's what you hope to convert on. Wrong replay. We'll show you the next one if you're watching on our live stream. Here you go. Nathan Self kicks it off to the left side. Again, look at this hit stick. Left, right, spin. My goodness, Nathan Self flat on his feet and gets that first down. And that is ultimately what has put Greenwood in this position now. Nathan Self coming up big. If he wasn't already, he surely is now the most notable player on the offense of this game for the Gators. Delivering in the big moments and now delivering to try to put this one away in what would be a 3-point victory over the Madisonville-North Hopkins Maroons. 3rd and 2. Offense back out on the field in the Wildcat with a direct snap to Cheney.
Oh, boy.
Cheney trains, got a sea of white and fog in front of him. Can he get by on 3rd and 2? Oh, and it looks like there's going to be a flag thrown offsides on the Maroons. An oh-so crucial one will get them the first down. And that could put away the football game here. First down for Greenwood off the penalty with 2:58 to go in regulation. And offsides on the Maroons, that could make the difference in whether their season ends tonight.
The Maroons, man, they done good all game not getting caught on that on that play. And this time came at a crucial moment. Tensions are high. They got them.
The fog has appeared too dense for the Maroons in this moment. Here's the handoff to Cheney up the Bay Gap. Wrestling at the 35-yard line with a sea of maroon. And another timeout taken here by Madisonville-North Hopkins. Their second of the half. They still got one remaining. 2:46 to go there after that run. Just trying to stall the clock best they can. Gain of 3 on that run by Davis Cheney. 2nd and 7 when they resume play.
The Maroons know that the run is coming, the run is coming, the run is coming. Now, what they don't know is that there could be a sneak pass in here just to get the first down and keep the clock running, or just getting it close enough to keep the clock running so that way Cheney can get a direct snap, go up the gut, first down. A lot of different things that the Gators could do at this moment, but the Maroons just got to keep their composure and try to make another stop so that they'll have an opportunity to get down the field again.
The district coach of the year, William Howard, looking to seal this team's trip to the second round of the playoffs. 2:46 to go in regulation. 2nd and 7 on the way for the Gators out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right side. Cheney on the right hip of Wyatt. They'll hand it off again to Cheney, who loses the football. Cheney fumbles it at the 37-yard line, and it looks like the Maroons have recovered the football with 2:39 to go.
I'm the Swanee.
And Greenwood recovered it. Wow. They're going to say that Greenwood recovered the football, but it really looked like the Maroons had several players on it.
This is the third one that they escaped from. They bobbled the ball. This is the third bobble that they've had and escaped from having turnover on down or a turnover right there.
Levi Wyatt, even though he handed the ball off to Davis Cheney and shifted off to the right side, he noticed the ball come out. You can take a look here quickly on this Toyota Bowling Green replay. Look at Levi Wyatt jump on the football. Heads up thinking there by the quarterback, even after it looked like the play was over. He's going to try to get the offsides here. The play clock is still running, and so is the overall clock. Inside 2:10 to go in regulation. It's 3rd and 9. And a timeout is called by the Gators with exactly 2 minutes to go here in regulation. It'll be 3rd and 9 when they resume play, and they have a 3-point lead, 21-18 over the Maroons.
Man, I tell you what, Ryan, this game right here at the end. Right here at the end. I knew it was going to be close. We said it was going to be close.
Let's take a look again at this almost fumble from the Gators. Cheney gets the handoff and almost looked like he didn't fully have control, but you could see 17, Levi Wyatt, quick to get on the football. Good heads up there by the quarterback. You see, I feel like you would see in a lot of moments the quarterback, kind of considers themselves out of the play at that point, but the senior putting it all on the line to make sure that his season continues.
When you're a senior, you put yourself out on the line like that.
Score updates around the region. Final score between Glasgow and Webster County. Glasgow moves on 56-0. The final score. I want to say that's the 3rd shutout of Glasgow's season. Into 3rd quarter, Apollo leads Barron 19-7. And final, Owensboro beats Grayson County 61-7. Final, Bowling Green 42-0 over Graves County. Into 3, Franklin Simpson leads John Hardin 28-21. Those are your score updates around the region. Here at the Swamp, Gators lead 21-18 over the Madisonville-North Hopkins Maroons with 2 minutes to go in regulation, and they have control of the football, 3rd and 9. Here's the Gators, handing off to Cheney again. Even after the fumble, they trust in the train. Looks like the Maroons are going to maybe call a timeout here. And the final timeout is taken by Madisonville-North Hopkins with 1:51 to go. And the Gators still have possession here on 4th and 9. The question is, do you go for it or do you try to punt?
Punt that ball straight up in the air. They got 9 yards to go. Yeah, I'd put that straight up in the air. If they go for it.
The only alternative you could find here is potentially relying on Graham Smothers to try to kick a long field goal. This will be a long one. It's like a 50-yarder. Be about 52. I don't.
Yeah,
or back right at 50. It looks like 49. So give or take a 50-yarder. The field goal would be if the Gators decided to go for it, but I don't know that Graham Smothers has attempted one that long. He's 2 for 2 on the season. I think his longest maybe somewhere in the 30s. And 1:51.
If they believe in his leg, then kick it. If not, let Cheney put that ball way up in the air.
They're going to punt it, it looks like. Cheney is going to line up way in the backfield at about the Maroons' 49 to receive. And he'll look to punt it. He almost got him trapped down at the 1. They're going to try to do that again this time. Try to be a little bit more successful. Here we go. 1:51 to go. Snap to the punt to Cheney. Maroons are just going to lay back to try to get the blockers they need, and the reception. No, and it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
And they had somebody back there that could have stopped the ball, but he just missed it when he dived up.
He went for the dive, and it bounced awkwardly, it looked like, at about the 4. It just went right over him, and he was like, oh, my gosh.
That's the type of stuff that just makes you upset. It's like, man, come on.
Now, you think about this here. It's 1:44 to go in regulation. 21-18, the Gators lead. That's a 3-point deficit. And Noah Mays has kicked a field goal from about 40 yards distance. So they have field goal range possibility here at decent ways. That one thrown nearly into the dirt. It was intended for Marquez Hightower. It comes up incomplete. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication there.
Oh, yeah. Hightower was going downfield. He was going downfield, and Richards, he didn't see him going that way. He thought he was just going to cut short, let him be able to make a move right there at about the 25 and then take it as far as he could.
1:40 to go, and clock is stopped in regulation on that incomplete. 25 to go on the play clock here. Playing wide. 2 receivers on either side, and Hightower on the left hip of Richards. Here's the snap. Richards dropping back. He steps up in the pocket, fires away down the middle of the field. He's got Wilson there. It's caught at the 40. Huge play by Evan Wilson. The Maroons have life with 1:31 to go. They're going to play hurry up here. A minute 31 to go. The clock is stopped. 21-18 they lead. 1st and 10 from the 37 in Gators territory. Big pass they needed. Here's Richards again, and sacked in the backfield. What a play by Griffin Howard. Play clock's winding down now. They got to move quick. Minute 13 to go in this fourth quarter. All the Maroons fans are on their feet, chanting for their team to hurry. Lined up in the backfield, 2nd and 17. Richards stepping up, fires away. That one incomplete, intended for Wilson. That'll stop the clock with 56 seconds to go in regulation.
I think they got tied up a little bit there. He almost caught an interception on that one. And I think he got a player hurt out there.
Loss of 7. Looks like we do have a player who's a little stunned. Look at this replay. This huge pass. Oh, my goodness. The Richards to Wilson connection delivers again. But, man, that sack was even bigger, Hamp. They were so close to field goal range, considerable field goal range for Noah Mays. And now that 7-yard loss has put them at 3rd and 17. I don't know if they can trust the kick from that far. But they've still got an opportunity here, 3rd and 17.
They definitely have an opportunity, but if Howard comes through like he did that last time off the edge, man, coming around there and making that sack like was needed, absolutely needed at that time to make sure the Maroons didn't get any closer than they can.
I mean, look at Griffin Howard. I mean, it was like he shot out of a cannon. And on the biggest stage in his senior season, under the lights here in the swamp, he delivers. Forces a loss of 7 to the Maroons. 3rd and 17. Season on the line for Madisonville-North Hopkins. Here's the snap. Richards got options downfield. Fires away. It's caught. He's got Sharp, who heads out of bounds to stop the clock with 49 seconds. 3 points the deficit. They have a 45-yard field goal it would be now here if they went for it. Well, it looks like 4th and 9. 8-yard gain. 8-yard gain. They're going to kick it here. It's going to come down to a kick. Noah Mays is marching onto the field. The senior.
Now, are they known for doing trick plays? Because they could trick it right here.
There's 49 seconds in regulation.
I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it, Ryan.
This is a long one. From the 43-yard line. The kick is up. And it's going to come up short. It was tipped. It bounces in the end zone. 43 seconds to go. It's a turnover on downs to the Gators, who will look to kneel out this win and continue their journey in the playoffs.
Good job by the Gator defense, getting back there in front of that kicker, going after that ball.
Oh, my goodness. Take a look at this replay, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. I almost thought, Hamp, that the kick was blocked, but I definitely think a hand got on it.
Tipped it a little bit.
A hand at least touched it. That ball landed, right at the line of the end zone.
And it would have went right. I mean, if it would have had its way, it would have went straight through the field goal.
Victory formation. Levi Wyatt in the backfield is going to knee it out for Greenwood. Play clock reset. Both teams will head to line up at center field. One more knee will do it for the Gators. Greenwood has done it for the first time in 3 years. The Gators' playoff hopes continue beyond the first round in what is a huge win for Greenwood. Arguably their biggest in the last 3 seasons. A final score, 21-18. The new LED lights showing off the victory as the Gators move on in their postseason venture. 8th season for head coach William Howard, the district coach of the year. And what a clutch moment, a clutch fourth quarter for the Gators. Even when the momentum seemed to shift away from their side, their season will continue. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have our post-game coverage right here as the Gators take the win 21-18 on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models, or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome you back to the Swamp. The fog has more than settled in here. The final score, 21-18. The Gators seal the win off what possibly looked like a blocked field goal there towards the end. It was an attempt by Noah Mays, a long one, about 48 yards, give or take, I think. Probably would have been the longest attempt he's had all season long. But it's the Gators who come away with it. Arguably the defense stepping up in the most crucial of times, as well as Nathan Self with 2 big first downs in that fourth and final quarter. Take a look at some of the stats overall. Man, what an offensive performance tonight from the Gators. 250-plus rushing yards. Now, I want to say that's the most in a loss that the Maroons have given up all season long, rushing so far this season. 315 total yards offensively for the Gators, 61 through the air, all 61 of those coming in the first half. They did not complete a pass in the second half of this game, and they didn't need to. They used the ground game to fuel them onwards. And as you look at Madisonville-North Hopkins, 60 passing yards, 143 rushing yards, only 203 total. 11 first downs to Greenwood's 14, 2 turnovers for Madisonville-North Hopkins, both of those coming off of fourth downs. If I'm not mistaken, both missed field goals as well are those 2 turnovers. 1 turnover on fourth down for the Gators, as well as an interception thrown by Levi Wyatt. Those are your stats overall for both these teams as the Gators take the win 21-18. Hamp, how did they look defensively for both these teams?
Man, both of these teams, honestly, the defenses did their jobs, man, as best that they could with what they had coming at them. I'm going to start with the Maroons. Captain Kirk did everything he could to try to save them, but just wasn't enough. The Gators had enough to pull off the win. Their defense, of course, came out a little bit stronger and just did what it was that they were supposed to do. You know I'm going to hit my man Stuart Scott, but before I talk about Stuart Scott, I just want to give a quick shout out to Alden Mbanfu.
We got it.
Sorry if I messed it up again, but, man, that freshman there, he had 10 tackles here total in the game today, man, as a freshman coming out here at a playoff game. I commend him for that. But my man Stuart Scott just went all the way crazy today. He had the most tackles on the day, and he was just all over the field doing what Stuart Scott does, man. So with both defenses did absolutely well. It's just the Gators did what I thought they were going to do, which was use the pass game and be able to get an extra score to take it off top.
Yeah, the defense I feel like is one thing that you've got to be – I mean, you got to be happy on all facets. It seems like if you're the Gators. They've had such a strong showing here through this second half especially. They showed up when they needed to in the most important time. And as we continue here with our post-game coverage, we'll have head coach William Howard join us here in the broadcast booth to wrap up our coverage here on the post-game show as the Gators take the win 21-18 here in regulation. Coach Howard, appreciate you for joining us pregame. What are the emotions like here after this one?
Well, it's a unique situation, you know. We know by the RPI and the road ahead of us, our seniors is the last game here. So, you know, it's an emotional time, and you know, it's good to take them out as a winner on this home field.
Now, coming into tonight, I think maybe some people looked at this game and they said, you know, that this might be a close one, but I think some may have looked at you guys maybe as underdogs. What was your message to the team coming into tonight?
Well, I just told them that, you know, everybody's record's 0-0. You know, they've done some great thing over at Madisonville this season, and so have we, and we knew it was going to be a tough matchup. You know, they're ranked higher than us, and even though we have a higher seed, so we knew it was going to be a battle like it was. They're extremely good up front, you know, and they kicked our butts at times, and, you know, at times we kicked theirs, so it was just a back-and-forth game. It was exciting.
Now, especially in that fourth quarter, I think you had multiple guys you could mention that step up. Seen throughout the entire game, I think Nathan Self is probably one you got to give maybe a little bit of flowers to throughout the whole game, and especially there in that fourth quarter, getting you some first downs to run some clock down. Yeah,
that was big for us. I wish we got one more and just finished it, but we weren't able to. We had a fumble in the backfield. I think if we made the right read on that one, I believe we would have got the first down. But, you know, we put the ball on the ground, and luckily we got it back and were able to punt down there and then hold them out defensively.
Now, it looks like, at least based on our final scores here, you guys will be playing Owensboro. So how do you look ahead to that matchup? Is that something you worry about today, or maybe save that to tomorrow so you guys can soak in this win?
Well, I think we'll soak this one in. Really haven't looked forward. You know, we watched the Owensboro-Madison game on film. You know, I know they're extremely athletic and physical, and you know, it's going to be a great challenge for us next week, and we're looking forward to it.
Coach, with everything that's happened this year, obviously it's not been necessarily a perfect season, but a lot of milestones hit. Does something feel maybe different about this year's squad? What makes this year's squad and this year's team different from years past?
Well, you know, I don't know if it's different from years past, but it's just a culture that we have here. Our kids really care about each other and fight for one another, and, you know, they work extremely hard in the off season, and a lot of times we're not the most talented team that's on the field, but our kids play hard, and I'm proud of that.
Coach, your team played hard for sure tonight, getting the win tonight, 21-18. Appreciate you for coming up after postgame and sitting down with us, and we wish you luck next week at Owensboro.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you, Coach. Thank you. As Coach Howard steps aside from us here, we'll go ahead and step aside ourselves, and we'll have Hamp join us back at the table when we return from break, and we'll continue our post-game coverage right here from the Swamp on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week on the 7 Mountains Sports Network.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait. The dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Gear up for spooktacular savings at Don Franklin Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. Qualified buyers can get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia Sorento models or up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2025 Kia K5 models. Treat yourself to thrilling deals at Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome you back to the Swamp for what I believe will be the final time this season for our Seven Mountain Sports crew. Not in general, but just from here at the Swamp. It's been a fun season. It started here, and now our first round of the playoffs. It'll be our last time here at the Swamp. But as we wrap up our coverage, we get to crown our player of the game. And tonight's player of the game, brought to you by Warren RECC and NCTC, is none other than Greenwood's Nathan Self. He had 2 rushing touchdowns, 8 rushes for 86 total yards, and that doesn't necessarily tell the whole story. He had crucial first downs late in the going that ran out some crucial clock time, and ultimately is what got the Gators the win tonight. Nathan Self, congratulations. You're our Warren RECC and NCTC player of the game. For your high-speed internet needs, choose NCTC, powered by Warren RECC. It's fast, reliable service with a hometown touch. Congratulations, Nathan Self. As we wrap up our coverage tonight, we give you the score updates that we have access to from around the region. Of course, here tonight, the Gators get the win 21-18 over Madisonville-North Hopkins. They will move on next week on the road and play Owensboro, who took the win over Grayson County 61-7. Union County took the win in decisive fashion over LaRue County 42-0. Logan County took the win over Marion County 35-12. Apollo took the win, or actually Apollo and Barron County, our most recent score update, they were leading 19-7. It is a final. Okay, so Apollo beats Barron County 19-7. Trojan season comes to an end at Apollo. Glasgow decisively also takes the win over Webster County 56-0. And Bowling Green just across town, a final score, decisive win there as well. The Purples win 42-0 over Grays County. Also, Franklin Simpson and John Harden still going at it late in the fourth quarter. Franklin Simpson leading 42-28 with about 3 minutes left to go as we wrap up our coverage tonight. This will be, I believe, the last time we see the Gators this season. What a fun time it's been covering this program. We appreciate Coach Howard for coming up and talking to us post-game. But, Hamp, any final thoughts as we wrap up our coverage here from the Swamp in 2025?
Man, it's been absolutely amazing. I loved watching the improvements of the Gators, starting from where they started at and how the defense that come along and penalties, and then all of a sudden here we are. I mean, they cleaned all of that, cleaned it up mostly and everything. I just think nobody out there has anything to hang their hats over. Coach Price did a great job with this team. They did a great job tonight. I don't think they could have done anything any different. It's just the luck of the draw right here, man, and the Gators definitely did their thing, and I'm proud of what they're doing, and I'm glad to see another Bowling Green team moving along in the playoffs.
You're going to see these teams and these players for years to come. Alex Richards, the young sophomore, as well as Marquez Hightower playing his last game in high school here tonight. But I have no doubt we'll be seeing players like Hightower, like Travis, like Evan Wilson playing on Saturdays in the not-too-distant future. As we wrap up our coverage tonight, of course, a huge thank you to our sponsors, Aqualand Pool and Spa, Morgantown Bank and Trust, the Blowout Co., Edmonton State Bank, Toyota Bowling Green, State Farm Agent Will Coker, and NCTC, powered by Warren RECC, and, of course, our entitlement sponsor, Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia, for making it possible each and every week to come out and to all these teams in South Central Kentucky and cover great nights of football. It's been a great season, a great regular season, a great first round of the playoffs here at the Swamp as the Gators get the win 21-18 over the Madisonville-North Hopkins Maroons. As we wrap up our coverage tonight, we remind you we will have another game broadcast next week. Stay tuned to our social media channels for what that game of the week will be. It will more than likely be here locally, and we'll take a look at that here over the rest of the weekend to figure out what that will be. So stay tuned to our social channels for that to find out where we'll be next week. Maybe we're coming to a school near you or to your school next week. We'll be on the lookout for it. As we wrap up our coverage, we also appreciate all of you watching at home, because it's not without you that we get to come out here each and every night and bring you the action from all these incredible athletes here in South Central Kentucky. For Big Hamp, Megan Geisler, and Matthew Clark, as well as our man Andy back at the station on the board, I'm Ryan Murphy signing off for now here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network from the Swamp as the Gators get the win 21-18 here at home and will advance in the 5A state playoffs. We'll see you next week on our Seven Mountains Sports Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.